us on our side. Flat earth beats on, it's all pretend. But facts will be hide. Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. They'll lie while the earth spins around. Watch out for smackdown. They cling to ancient misconceptions. We've got truth in our possession. No room for doubt, no time to waste. It's time to put flat earth in its place. Here comes the smackdown.
Welcome everybody to Tuesday night on a Thursday. I am your host, MCToon, as I usually am. I don't know, maybe there's never been a time when it wasn't me, but anyway, I've got a Flatty that agreed to debate. He actually challenged Jeran, and then the guy, I don't know, he seemed a little soft and wet, but anyway, he's not here, but I do have Jeran. How you doing, Jeran?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Oh, so glad you're here.
Nice to be here on a Tuesday night. Not Tuesday, but Tuesday.
Can you,
in essence,
can you turn your mic up a little?
I can. 1 second.
That might be good.
Is that any better, or still more?
A little more. I have you cranked here. I mean, I can turn up your gain, but then it's too much.
I can go low. Is that better?
There you go. We'll see what people say.
See if people like it, because they can handle it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So, Jeran, I think I sent you. I don't know if you read it, but this guy challenged you. He thinks you were lying about something, and that he wanted to expose you to the entire globe.
Okay. He should do that. He should really expose me.
And
expose our fakery.
He wanted to set up a live with you, and I'm like, well, I don't know if Jeran will, but I accept. And then he put some conditions on. He said that I needed to show pressure without containment. I'm like, you bet. And turnabout's fair play. You need to show an accurate scaled flat Earth map useful for navigation, life like flight QF27.
Yeah, they're gonna have trouble doing that.
That's a bit of a challenge.
A little bit of trouble. It's pretty amazing to see from this side now how these people act. And they're just oblivious to anything. I mean, they're just oblivious to everything. It's kind of funny that's the worst part about it, is if it were just some confused people, but they're so cocky. They think that they can't be wrong. You know, well, we know it's not a sphere. Well, do you? I don't think you do know that. It's like Dave Weiss saying, he swear on my life, I'll pay these guys if they prove the globe. Swear on your life, huh, Dave? That's how I know that God doesn't interact in our lives, because if he did, Earth would have already been struck by lightning. So, and he hasn't been. So God does not, he doesn't interject in life. He just kind of lets us go.
Well, yeah, it does seem to. All right. People are saying you're still too low. So I turned you up a little.
Let me see if so. Yeah, again, I don't know why this does it. It turned my mic down to 24 on my sound settings on Windows. That's better now. Right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Now we're good. Now people should be fine.
Oh, now you're clipping. But I got control of it now. I can pull you back.
Bring me down. Bring me back down. Bring me back down.
There we go. All right. So I did send a link to Jack Miller, and I don't know if he knew you at all or not. But obviously he's trolling your Facebook posts, so he must have known you from before.
Well, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of trolling my Facebook posts. My favorite thing too is the people that come in and say like, Jeran, you're so irrelevant. And I'm like, okay, you are on my post. You watched my video. You commented on my video, and I don't know who you are. So really, who's the irrelevant one here?
That's
I wouldn't dare watch a video that you ever produced. So I'm pretty sure you are more irrelevant than me.
Yeah.
But
so I have his most recent comment. Let me
do tell.
I'll share it to you so you can read it.
You know, we would have gotten away with our fakery about the TFE if it wasn't for your stupid mole.
Yeah, the mole gate really did it.
Unbelievable. We had everything just tidy, a little bow on top of it, and then you screwed it up.
Like a mole appeared before I got there, and then it went away after somehow. I don't know. Anyway, so
Something.
on my post, I posted I think earlier today about this video where Jack had accepted, and you can see it in the thumbnail of this video, which I need to change after the fact here. But I said I haven't seen Jack Miller bail yet. That'd be so embarrassing for him after all that bold talk he was doing. If Jack turned out to be another gutless keyboard warrior, people would mock and ridicule him, as he would deserve, right? If he doesn't show up today, right now, he would be a keyboard warrior, and people should mock and ridicule him. So then he went on a rant here. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm an actual warrior. USMC vet. Really? Well, that's interesting. I'll come back. I got that in a minute here. Martial arts study over 25 years. Well, I happen to have studied that myself. Not that it makes any difference if you're not here, you big keyboard warrior. Just saying, I don't talk. Then he swore. Then the funny thing is, he comes around and he makes like he's a good Christian boy, but his actions don't match his claims there about it. Anyway, and I don't tolerate lies or liars. Well,
No flat earther does.
no,
They're all against all lies. And
except that he lied when he said that he was going to face me here.
well, besides
so
that
far.
one,
Yeah, that
doesn't count.
doesn't. There's actual laws of science that dictate properties and behavior of gases and fluids. I bet he can't actually quote these laws of nature that dictate the properties and behaviors of gases and fluids. I bet all that he knows is what his Flatty has told him. That's so Jerry.
I love it.
Jeran came up with. I got to get him on the screen here. Hold on, let me fix this here.
That was funny. I talked about it on my show today, and then somebody said, like, I think Papa Flurf is better. I'm like, really? I don't know. I think Flatty's pretty good.
I prefer Papa Flurf, but you're here. We'll go Flatty. I think that's fine. FL to A.
FLADDY.
There you go. Yep.
Don't get it wrong.
So anyway,
Unfortunately, my Flatty is Mark Sargent.
That'd
Be my Flatty.
man,
But I've divorced him, so
that's rough. That's rough. He's your
emancipation.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm out.
So, but they can never actually quote the law of nature that they think is the one in charge. They never can. But of course, there are other laws of nature that they pretend don't exist, like the law of gravitational attraction. They're like, oh, that one's not a law. Well, why is that not a law? And this other one that actually isn't a law is a law. So they like by personal decree declare that an actual law of physics isn't, and that a non-law of physics is a law of physics, just because their Flatty said so.
Yeah, I think I've been. I was talking to you last night, and I said I think now I'm going to be talking about smoking space crack, because all these guys are like, it's like they're high, right? They're just so high that they're like, we don't even need a map, bro. We don't even need a model. Like we don't, And then you got Dearth going around telling people that they're on the precipice. The flat Earth is going to take over tomorrow. We're right there. We're right at the breaking point, even though they have absolutely nothing.
The Overton window is about to become big enough.
Yeah, sure. And they're just going to provide nothing. So it's like, now the Earth is flat. What do we have? Well, we have no map anymore. We have no way to navigate the Earth. We've got really nothing at all, except for the area below your feet is flat. We have that.
Yeah. And the measurements that they say, they just say, they don't actually show.
Right. It's flat below our feet. Where's the measurement? Well, look at it. Okay. I agree with you. Looks flat. That would be good if the Earth only mattered what was around you in the 8-foot perimeter.
Yeah.
I think we'd be good. But unfortunately, there's other Earth.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Is he here?
No, I've got
excited.
I've got a somebody sent a super chat and wants you to review this. So hold on a second. I gotta download it and then I'll
I love to review things. I think it depends what it is. I guess I'll wait till I say that.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me. It looks pretty good. It's just a PDF.
You hate truth. You hate reality.
Ooh.
Just reading his comment.
Oh, all right. Here it is. It's It's the Nikon PP1000. So,
Nice.
so all right.
Hey, Globetards, you're in trouble now. That's true. Not tested with count God. Give Karen a break, man. She stopped doing any observations of the sky because they all match the globe.
I know.
So, give her a break.
I never disliked her. As mean as she was to me, like I couldn't find myself disliking her. She's such a kidder.
I liked her a lot until I got back from Antarctica and she did a chargeback for $150 for, she bought my membership. It was like months before, like 6 or 7 months. And then she did a chargeback on the $150. I'm like, unbelievable.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
but
that's
we can have my own personal opinion.
That's low.
The PP1000 is perfect for providing the flat earth for proving. Yes. Globetards will not know how to respond to the readings
from your refractometer. This is from Evil Producer 1 sent it.
Oh. Well, I'll have to get one of these. Looks very useful.
So now you haven't seen this here. This on the upper right.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is pretty good. It's let me grab it here. It's from Roger Unwell. Or Ledwell, I think.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
But I don't ever watch him. He seems to be kind of
nobody watches him. That's
I think it's like CC. Does any flat earther watch him at all?
Well, I think he might be somebody's Flatty, but
really?
where CC is not.
Right. True. Okay, I get what you're saying. I think
Right?
CC is somebody's Flatty.
You think about that. All these years that CC has been making videos, and I don't think there's a single person that could call him his Flatty. All right.
No, I don't think there's a single person that's a flat earther that watches him either. But
no, like you look at the comments, there's no Flatties in the comments.
it's just globes.
Yeah, and he never responds at all. Okay, where did I put? Hold on. This isn't going to be it, is it? Nope.
Did you hear I'm going back to Punta Arenas?
I did. Yeah. That's exciting. Tell the audience about that.
Yeah, there's a guy, Josh Monday. He's a Christian podcaster or whatever. And I guess he reached out to Dearth to say, hey, we should go down to Punta Arenas and, verify what these guys saw. And Dearth told him no. So,
why would he want to not verify things?
Well, there's, it's a little touchy because, when your pocketbook depends on it, I guess your app sales, your, so it's unfortunate for
Good call.
And he doesn't, but he could go down there and pay himself the 3 Bitcoin, couldn't he?
I should order one of the.
Probably allow that.
He could, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet, Dave. And so Josh, was hearing me talk about the fact that the Earth is symmetrical. So he's like, I know you keep saying that 53 degrees south did this one thing. So he's like, so if we went to 53 degrees north, then it would be the reverse. I'm like, yes, the same angle, just going the opposite direction. So he wanted to go see that. And he said, so would you go with me to 53 degrees north? And we'll do a test. We'll do some observations in June 21st. And then would you go with me down to Punta Arenas? So I'm like, that sounds like fun. So I'm going to do it. Just to we're going to measure, distance between degrees of longitude, and do a couple other tests. I know you'd sent me some stuff about that lighthouse.
Yep. Yeah, that was a tough one. There's a lighthouse like 20 miles across the water, and I never saw it when we were there, but the water
Even
was
from that elevated position.
Yeah, it was so choppy though. That was the problem because the Straits of Magellan there are pretty rough.
Pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, and so there's just so much water in the air, so that might not be possible. But I thought, what if you went to the other side? What if you actually went to the lighthouse, and could you see back to Punta Arenas? Because there's more infrastructure at Punta Arenas than on the lighthouse side. So I don't know. That might
How
be.
do you get over across there? They have ferries?
There's a ferry, yeah. So anyway, okay. This here's the backstory to this thing here. So this device here, this is Roger Ledwell on this little clip from his stream. This $753 device he's talking about bringing to Antarctica. You've got to hear what he says about it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he wants to bring it. So just listen. It's just 10 seconds.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I should order one of these guys to take with me to Antarctica. What do you think? I can tell where the refraction is and the gravity, all with a little camera and a.
I can tell where the refraction is and the gravity, all with a little camera. Okay, but wait, you haven't seen what it's called yet. Just wait.
Gauge.
It's. Oh, this is the short one. Oh no.
Dude, was I ever this bad?
No, you were never this bad. So,
Really
there it is. Here's the full one.
One of these guys to take with me to Antarctica. What do you think? I can tell where the refraction is and the gravity, all with a little camera.
The camera.
And a gauge. That'll do it.
Camera. It needs a camera to find out how that's ridiculous.
It's a
It'll probably pull the it'll pull the sun out from behind the physical line, curve. It'll pop it back up and refract it up again.
It'll pop it back up and refract it back up. Can you read what it says there, Jeran?
I just see that it is a digital urine-specific gravity refractometer. Oh my goodness! Now, has he earned enough money yet? Has he raised enough money to buy this?
No,
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know if he could even buy this, but he certainly hasn't got enough to pay for the whole trip. But he thinks that thing there in the middle is a camera. And that it's going to do something with refraction in the air.
You guys really spoiled this, though. You should have just let him buy it. You should have let him get down. You shouldn't have made it. Now he's going to know what it is.
Oh my gosh. It's a urine specific gravity refractometer. So I made a little it's
Wow.
there you go. You pee in there, it's also a camera.
It's both. It acts as both.
And so that's why this is the PP1000.
Okay, I get you now. I really thought that was a device over there.
No,
What is that?
it's the urine refractometer.
It's not
Oh
made
my-
by Nikon. That you're going to get in trouble for putting their name on that.
Oh my gosh. If Nikon was going to sue anybody, Jeran, they would have sued you 10 years ago.
Probably. It's like people all ask me, they're like, well, what did it feel like to be in a cult? I'm like, well, I don't really know. I started the cult, really. So we got to talk about that.
Oh, you're going to take the honor away from Dubé or
Well, no, but
Mark-
what would you say?
Mark?
I was saying on my show today, would you say I was in the six, the starting six, maybe? I don't know. I think so. Not that I'm proud of that.
the starting six. Oh, there is an eclipse. There's an eclipse coming in February 17 that will be seen in Antarctica.
February, what?
Yeah, February
February
16. 17, yeah. Looks like it might even be
Eclipses, though, that's something that Flat Earth explains well.
Not at all.
No.
No.
You can't
Yeah.
just say that, though?
Nope. So it will be seen in Antarctica, but just a tiny bit, and not at Union Glacier, it looks like. So, yeah.
You want to know the number one question I get about Antarctica?
What?
Is how could it be that it's ice there if the sun is out 24 hours a day?
These people don't live in Minnesota, do they?
Nope. And they don't know that sun is it's such a low angle. I mean,
Oh yeah.
we felt it, but it wasn't warm.
No.
For sure. I did watch one stream where you got undressed halfway through it and then real quickly got dressed again.
Yep.
So I could take my jacket off. I'll take this off, and then 5 minutes later, back on.
Yeah. Well, I was cooking, and then you lose that cooking real quick. But no, when I was helping shade McKeegan so he could read. My back got warm because the sun was on it, and I have a black coat. So then, I could feel it then. But it was mid-20s when that was happening. So not a bad temperature, but
No, actually, it's colder in Minnesota, right?
oh my gosh, we got
I don't feel for you.
last week we got 25 below. Well, and when we were in Antarctica, my wife went skiing with the kids, and it was 30.
remember the
It
truck
was
broke.
30 below. Our truck died on the way back.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Below.
Yeah.
You're living in summer weather down there.
yeah, it was
Or sunbathing.
50 degrees warmer in Antarctica.
Wow. That's crazy. Crazy.
Okay, let's get
So what did this guy, did he say, Mr. What is his name?
Jack Miller.
Oh, Jack. Did he say what he wanted to expose me, or he was going to save that for the actual moment of exposure?
I I don't know. He just said he's going to
Said he
expose
knows
you.
I'm a liar or something. That's all
Let's
he
see
said.
here. He said, well, here, I'll put the thumbnail up here. We can look at that. You did not tell the truth, he says, and he capitalized not, like a good boy.
Oh, I sold out.
You sold out. Established scientific laws shows you clearly to be a lie. I don't know what laws these are again. You know, clearly Mr. Selfie in the mirror like a teenage kid that's... This is like he thinks he's a teenage girl taking a selfie for Snapchat. That's what this is.
Okay.
That's
He's got some years on him.
oh my gosh. This boomer...
Eviscerate your lies and easily and swiftly for the entire world to see. Does he think the entire world watches our streams?
They must, yeah. Yep, the whole globe is going to see it when he
Everybody, they're all.
He
tuning in.
brings
It's gonna
up
be
the-
better than the moon landing for sure.
brings up all of his super awesome evidence, the established scientific law that he won't be able to quote. Anyway, I said I'll gladly take that offer. Let's for Thursday. I didn't English good there.
Good.
He says sure thing. It is Thursday right now. I have sent him the link, and keyboard warrior Jack Miller is not there. He says to qualify to debate me, you must show uncontained pressure on demand, which I can. I'm ready. Anything less, anything you think qualifies you is useless. He no English good neither. One seemingly simple thing. I got it. I'm ready.
So this is like the same as the same too. That you have to show a ball with water stuck to the outside of it.
Yeah,
And spinning and flying through space. Can you
Yeah.
not do that? If not, I don't believe in the. I
Yes.
don't believe in the globe anymore.
So what he's done here is he's gone with the Cowards live debate defense.
Ooh, nice.
Which is demanding a concession in order to debate. Right? This one, part B, demanding the challenger prove something in order to debate. The coward will not, whatever answer is given. Another escape opportunity for the coward. So this was the one he was aiming for here because he was, because I accepted it, right? And I'm surprised he didn't demand that I present it to him ahead of time.
Well, that's what he'll say. You didn't give it to him ahead of time. That's why
He
it wasn't.
probably will. Yeah. This one I added recently. Somebody demanded recently that I wear a costume. Like they demanded that I debate. I'm like, okay.
Why?
Then they're like, you need to wear a furry costume. I'm like, why would I wear a furry costume? I'm not a furry.
Wow.
I don't
How
have
about
a furry
with the duck suit? Go with the duck suit. It
So
protects you from any and all radiation.
yeah.
Wear a costume. I've never heard that one. No one's demanded that of me yet.
Yep. That was new for me. But yeah, needless to say, that debate did not happen. But anyway, he's going for this one here.
That's funny.
Anyway, I'm like, yeah, I got it. But then I'm like, well, of course, turnabout's fair play. You're going to have the map, scaled map, And of course, this one doesn't cut it because QF27 on this would take more than 24 hours flying the fastest that an airplane could fly.
Yes.
Taking the shortest route on here.
Should be across the land there.
Yeah, you go over to the United States and Mexico. And if you took the route that actually it takes, would be even longer.
But that map, you can just go to Punta Arenas and you'll figure out that something's wrong when you see the sun and it's south of you. You're in trouble.
That's a tough one. Anyway,
Just pretended that I didn't see that for the first couple of days, but
you did. I saw you thinking about it though.
well, yeah, you see the sun going the wrong direction. You're like, this seems.
I was just
It could have been dome refraction.
could have been.
Could have been a coffee cup caustic.
I was just sitting there. I'm like, dude, Jeran's gonna figure this out, and he's gonna kick himself, and I don't know what else
I've
is
done
gonna
that for
do,
a year.
but yeah. Anyway, so the final thing here, sure. So after I said sure, said I will. Said sure. You got your uncontained pressure example ready? I do. Don't come without it. I have it. Matter of fact, everyone, including you, knows that is impossible. It's not impossible. But hey, let's see the stupid moronic stuff you hold as truth and evidence. No, naughty, potty mouth boy.
Christian, good Christian.
Good, yeah, because at the end there, he says, you will regret forever if you don't leave the satanic cult.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah. So it
That's what
gets,
happens when you marry flat Earth with your religion. Then anybody saying something different must be Satan.
yeah.
what are you gonna do? He masquerades as an angel of light, so he could have very well been the sun down in Antarctica. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, it could be like what Dean Odell said.
Yeah. Dean Odell, though, I believe everything he says.
Oh my
He
gosh.
also said that God came to him 3 days before 9/11 and told him a plane would fly into the buildings there.
And he didn't tell anybody.
No, because he didn't tell anybody till after. So
Why is that?
I believe that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, God told me in 2008 that I should buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin, and then I didn't.
Why do you just not ignore God? That's weird.
Actually, I had a bunch in 2011 that I mined myself.
Oh boy, I had 50 at one time in my wall safe. Oh, don't make me think about that.
Yep.
Although that's always hindsight's 2020, right? Nobody will ever be able to predict where the top is. So
we're sitting there like, I did nothing to get this money, and if I buy something with it, then I got something real with it for nothing.
Or it goes to zero.
So cool.
Yeah, no, it's and then people think that like people who got it for a penny waited until it was 65,000 until they cashed out. It's like, no, if somebody got it for a penny, they sold it when it was $1.
Oh yeah,
If somebody got it for $1, they sold it when it was 10.
I'm rolling big time.
Right.
Okay, Alyssum says, we got some people asking you questions here. Alyssum says, I can't believe that there's a flurf that can finally show us the elusive, functional flat Earth base map. So hyped. Don't let us down. So far, he's let us down. Now, I have a link to the discussion in the description if anybody wants to go and kind of poke at him a little. Or you can just go to Jeran's most recent post on Facebook and say, hey, keyboard,
my posts.
keyboard warrior Jack Miller. What happened, you coward?
I don't debate liars. That's what it'll be.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Lord Illuminous Poo says, want a giggle?
I love that name.
Call an auto parts store and ask if they have a water pump gasket for a 97 Tacoma. Say, last time I got the wrong one. Can you describe it? I don't get that.
Me neither. That's all right. We can pretend.
97 Tacoma, say, last time I got the wrong one. Can you describe it?
But what was the first thing? What is it?
A water pump gasket for a 97 Tacoma.
Nope. I'm not sharp enough.
I don't. Now, Lord Illuminous Poo sometimes has some hard to understand things, and then he'll come back later with the answer, and it'll all make sense. We'll see. Got the wrong. Oh,
Sorry, that was me.
I heard a little audio loop back there. All right.
I will not let you.
I will not let you insult the hard work my Illuminati did to fake the 24-hour sun, and the fake snow was asbestos, so you might want to get checked.
Pretty sure just Satan did it.
Yes.
I don't think it needed much help.
The Fluffinator 65, oh, that's pretty good, says, "G'day, Jeran. I think you're a bloody legend, mate."
Thank you.
That was my best Australian accent.
That's pretty. Oh, that's your best one?
That is.
Okay.
That's my best. Jack Better says, I actually have the previous model, the PP900. It does have a major flaw with the camera, though. It doesn't stream properly. Oh, my gosh.
That's good. That's
Yep.
good. I want to get it converted to a infrared. See how that goes.
An infrared PP900?
Yeah, I'm going to send it in and see what they say. Can I get this converted to infrared?
Oh, my gosh.
So I can tell the specific gravity and the refraction at this.
You can bring the sun back after it sets. Yes. Icy Spin has a good question. Says, Jeran, who's your favorite flurf?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Probably Josh Monday right now. I don't know. I mean, Tony Coriolis, good guy. Nice guy. He just admits that he likes the audience over there. He likes the, what do you call it? The camaraderie.
It's the community. Yeah.
It's a community.
Yeah.
And again, this is the problem. Is
that's a problem. Yeah.
Well, because most of the time, if you're a flat earther, you have pissed off somebody, right? You've pissed off your family or your friends or your job or your
burnt a lot of bridges, right?
Right. And so then the idea that I come back and say, hey, we were wrong, to them, they look at it like, oh, shit, then I have a lot of apologizing to do, and I've got to find friends, and they're not going to do that.
Well,
I get it.
Dan the Waterman, he's like, yeah, it looks like a globe. It doesn't look flat, but he can't let go of it. And he admits he can't go of it. And he started a Facebook group called Flat Earth Anonymous, like it's a 12-step program. Like, I think he's still on step 1, but maybe he'll go through them all and ask.
Yeah, it's
ask. I think
dangerous.
Yeah, ask forgiveness to the people that
That's one of the steps. Isn't it?
I think so. I don't know,
because once you've gone down that road of conspiracy thinking, it's just very easy to start accepting basically anything that any conspiracy person says because they're a truther, so they must be telling the truth. And once you've accepted one thing, then just before you know it, you kind of get to that point where you don't really know what's true anymore. So the truth movement is the opposite of that. It is the way you go the furthest from the truth.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So I Googled. Oh my goodness.
What did we miss here? What was the joke?
I Googled the 97 Tacoma water pump gasket. So hold on. Hold on. I got to share it to you first. Don't react. Don't react until I say that I've shared it to the audience. So close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Okay. Wow. That's nice. And what did he say at the end of his joke? He said something about
NSFW.
What did he say last time? He said something about, he's like, last time I came in, it looked different or something.
Last time I got the wrong one. Can you describe it? Oh, yeah.
Can you describe it? That's pretty right there. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to react? Never mind. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Well, nice.
I might try that.
Oh, you got that shirt on, the DP Debunk shirt.
Oh, yeah. You're not stupid. Earth is stupid. Let me get it.
Got a hoodie
There
like
you go.
that. Yes. Does he know we got back from the trip yet?
Dearth?
Yeah, because he hasn't called me. I haven't talked to him.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Somebody else should let him know. We're back. We
Uh,
got back.
basket case, because can you share with Jeran the screenshot I sent to you a while ago with my most vied YouTube channel? He's doing a good job since he came back to the sane world. Basket case 41. I don't know. A lot of people send me stuff, and I don't. Like,
You know what the most upsetting thing is? The fact that all these social media channels and then everybody's got a different name on them. Like, at least I'm just Jeranism. It's not.
Yeah.
Somebody will be like, you know me, I'm Paul, P755 on YouTube, and Paul7 on Instagram, and Paul32 on. Like, dude, I'm not gonna remember any of this. Stop talking to me. I'm not gonna remember those. If you have one name, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
More than that.
It helps to be consistent. So and if it's not like a personal name, then you really need to be consistent. So like,
Right.
because it's hard to anthropomorphize something that's not personal,
Right.
right? And it takes some time. So like, I see Spin, I talk to a good amount, right? And so
Right.
that's not a personal name, but I've talked to him enough that I've gotten there. But he's always Icy Spin on Discord.
Okay, good.
Well, on Discord and Facebook, no, not on YouTube. That's only two places I've talked to him. So, right, it's consistent. I know, but
You know what the worst platform is out there? TikTok.
oh my gosh,
I've learned that the hard way. I didn't know anything that was going on over there. I had no idea. I just thought they're a bunch. But now I realize, like, those people, they're worse than YouTube flat earthers. They don't care about the truth at all.
no, they just with the soundbite,
Yep.
and the, they have their little trick things that they do to try to get you some in a
Oh,
debate.
I got tricked and I had no idea. Nobody warned me about this, and then they like got me. They were just pissing me off, and then they dumped me from the stream, and they said, "Oh, he rage quit." And then I actually took a screenshot of my screen that showed that it said removed by moderator.
Yeah.
But then I was like trying to get back in, and they just sat there and said like, "Oh, he just couldn't take it anymore, and he rage quit." I'm like, "All right, that's the last time I go on anybody's live. Way to go!
Yeah.
Way to go!"
Truth is not what they want, and
No.
and
I
that's
think it's little wins, little got yous. If Caleb does his whole stream and he can get one person got you on that, then they think that that's a win, and they all clip it and share it. And then I kept getting banned for, I don't know what, they would like show up in my chat and just say something like sell out, and then I would like go off of them in the messages, and then I would get banned for 3 days because of bullying.
yeah,
Like, hello.
yeah.
I didn't know that's what they're doing, is setting me up like that.
Yeah, and they just leverage that too, because TikTok, everything's 100% automated there, and their automated moderation is terrible. So
yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
if 5-10 people report, it doesn't matter. They'll just take that as as the case, and that's it.
Right. So yeah, I don't recommend anybody go over there. There's just, and then it's all the arguments that have been debunked, and it's the arguments that we were making 7 years ago that are just being repeated. But since it's like a little echo chamber, well, they all just champion each other. Nobody points out like that's wrong, that's not correct. Nobody believes that, right? So you can just make a post. I saw a post the other day that said, "Can somebody explain to me why the moon has been out in the daytime for the last 2 months?"
My gosh.
And then there's like a ton of views, and everybody's commenting on it. Oh, me too. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Can it just make sense, please? Like I can just read that and go, something's wrong here.
That just wasn't true.
Right, exactly.
But
So
nobody experienced that.
No, not at all.
I love,
They just can't say anything.
I love, my favorite is when, even after they've been told, they're like, look, how can the sun and the moon be out at the same time? And the shadow of the earth is on the moon, but they're both up at the same time. Like, hold on a second.
I believe that.
It's
Though.
not.
I believed that 10 years ago. My wife and I were walking circles in my bedroom trying to figure out how the shape of the shadow was on the moon from the earth. We couldn't figure it out. Then we asked her brother who went to college. We're like, can you tell us how this works? He's like, I don't think that's the way that the phases work. We're like, what? Oh, we got to look into that.
So, but what's even more silly is if the earth is flat, right? And you got the sun and the moon both in the sky at the same time, why would the moon not be 100% lit? It has to be 100% lit for flat Earth.
Dave knows. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just know you could put a circle on a ceiling and put an A and a B on it, and then if you go to one side of the room to the other, it flips. That's all.
Yeah. And that is the one thing, the upside down, right side up orientation.
Right.
That's correct for flat Earth.
Yeah.
But
except for it's a 3D item, but yeah.
Exactly. It's not the portion of it that you'd see, because if you're on one side of it,
Correct.
You'd see this side. And if you're on this side of it, you'd see this side. The underside where that 6 or 9 sits, yeah, it'd be flipped. But you'd see the...
Yeah, I don't know. That's when they'll go to the say, well, they call it the disk of the moon. And the disk, yeah, I know what they call it. It doesn't mean it is one. It's like they always say that. It's like, well, they call it's like the whole thing about, well, all the ancient people believed in the flat Earth. It's like, yeah, ancient people believed in the flat Earth. That doesn't mean it's flat today. It just means that people in the past wouldn't have known. They didn't travel very far. They didn't see the stars change. They wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
But it's like they think that's, well, all the ancient cosmologies believed in the flat Earth.
So if it's okay, if that's how you figure out the truth, then all of the scientists today think that the Earth is a globe. So we win. If that's how you measure things, right?
Right. Yeah. And if we want to go back and look at what they believed back then and then claim that is the truth, well, there's a lot of things we're going to have to change. Bring back bloodletting and all that stuff. That we'll have to bring it back because it's more important. Whoever said something first, that's what we should.
That's how it works. Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, and if somebody, I don't know, if somebody's a little crazy, then I don't know what did they do if somebody was a little crazy. I don't know. That might not be what we want to do today.
I don't think we want to do that.
No,
I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, I think that one of the better things I've seen recently, though, is that Dave McKeegan has completely debunked any hope of the moon landing being fake.
Oh my gosh,
he's so good.
He's relentless too.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, it just because like things that like everybody banks on, like the Bart Cybrell, has been torn apart. I mean, now at this point, I laugh at Bart Cybrell because he's actually seen Dave's stuff. He's commented on those videos. So
really,
so for him just to keep going and saying the same thing over, he's already been debunked.
Yeah.
Like the cloud, you can't put a transparency in a window if you're above the Earth and not have the clouds move. What are you in? I thought they're in low Earth orbit, so they're moving. They're moving fast, and the clouds would be moving, but it's just still. The clouds that are on the Earth are still.
Yep.
So anyway, he's just completely debunked him totally. Somebody who I used to think had good information. I'm learning my thinking about who the information was.
Well, and he's the reason why you had to private or delete a whole bunch of videos, right?
Yeah, he went through all my videos, and I think there was 14. I woke up one day to 14 copyright strikes, and he had threatened me and said, "I'll do takedown strikes if you don't take down all my work." And he didn't even understand. I'm like, he doesn't understand fair use. First of all, he's like, "But you're using my work to say something else." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the point of it. If I take your work and say the same thing you are, then I'm breaking copyright. But I'm taking your work and I'm repositioning it and saying this means the Earth's flat." But he didn't get that. So anyway, I didn't want my channel to go away, and so I pulled a bunch of videos. But and
that was the confusion, of course, that I had, and you corrected me. Dave had, McKeegan had, and I corrected Dave, and Dan. Yeah, that your videos, including the ones where you film the ISS in front of the moon or sun, that you took all of them down from YouTube because of Cybrel, but you left them on Rumble, right?
Odyssey.
Okay. Yeah, because I downloaded
it. But I mean, it's weird that there's no flat earther that I know of has ever filmed the transit of the sun and moon of the ISS.
I think you're probably the only one.
So and I was pointing out to people, I was like, hey, listen, you're making it sound like I pulled them for some reason. I wouldn't have posted them. I wouldn't even have ever posted them. But, my deal was if you go out and observe something, then you got to show it. So regardless. But I think now people are not like that. I don't think people... and I do remember, I was down in, was it Salton Sea at one time with that girl, Shelley Lewis, you know her?
She's crazy.
Oh man. Well, I didn't know how crazy
until crap, she's nuts.
Flipped, and then she started saying, I've been, for 10 years, I drove down to Salton Sea on my own dime and stayed in a hotel on my own money to be in her documentary. And then she's like, oh, you've been a 10-year plant. And when we were at the event, at one point we couldn't see the thing. And she goes, let's just everybody pretend that we see it.
What?
Wait, what? She wanted to have everybody that was there pretend that we saw the mirror flash that we didn't see. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Like for B-roll or something? I
guess she just said, "Can we all pretend that we saw it?" I'm like,
"Wow."
I'm not doing that. So that was kind of my first what happens when I'm not around? Would everybody agree to that? It kind of scared me.
Wow. So somebody said, let's see. Lindsay Bowe says, "I'm all for a reunion of Cybrel and Buzz."
I'm for that too. It's so funny that all the time, my entire time, I've always said how rude of him. That's against the law. But I just was saying to somebody else, you come up to me in the street and call me a coward and a liar for going to Antarctica, you're gonna get socked in the face.
Yeah.
So just kind of what's gonna go happen. So I feel for Buzz, but he mad at a little Buzz going to at that time. We don't know. Buzz likes the bottle. Let's be honest.
Does he?
It's okay.
I don't know.
Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a video I did before. He's in front of a school auditorium. There's a huge group of kids there, and he's on stage and he's just plastered. And they keep trying to get him off the stage, and he's trying to spell words like everybody spell STEAM, STMEA, and what? And then he says to the kids, he's like, I remember where I was when we had to shoot those Japs out of the sky. It's like, hey, Buzz Aldrin, everyone.
Thank you. See you later.
May have had a drink or two before that.
Wow.
Stage appearance. No, but I mean, again, he's drinking, have fun.
So
for me,
I read the book, The Right Stuff.
Okay.
Really good book. And it talks about starts with the Mercury, then Gemini, and then Apollo. But the guys that were the first ones, the fighter pilots, they were fighter pilots and then test pilots. And test pilots died a lot because they're testing out cutting edge planes that, crash. So it's like this guy died, talking about the widows of these guys. And, there's an explosion, and then all of the widows are all calling each other, not the widows yet, but they're all calling each other because, there was no Snapchat. So they don't know. And they're all calling, and then, who is it? And then, one of the guys calls his wife, and then they all call each other and find, okay, this guy's good. And then they, another guy, and eventually there's one or two, and they're like, it's my, and then somebody shows up, knocks on the door.
Doesn't sound like fun.
No. But anyway, so those are the guys that were like, well, I'm still going to go to fly another test plane tomorrow. And they're the ones that were the first ones to be the Gemini or the Mercury first pilots. And these guys were cowboys. They got, they'd go all day and they'd test, and then at night they'd go drink, and then after that they'd go drive. That's what they did. And
hey, more power to them. I
do
think we need to go back. We're going back soon, right? For sure. We better.
It's a week from tomorrow is when the window opens.
And then they're just going to do, this one's just around and back, right?
Yeah. Just so it's like Apollo 8 and Apollo 10, where they didn't land. So.
Well, I'm hoping that I think that this generation deserves something like that, which, because in the 60s, I think that probably brought a bunch of people together. We need something like that, or else this country's gonna
there's
crumble. It seems like it's
a
crumbling.
little bit of something going on these days. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the internet, really. I mean, honestly, I think that
Yeah.
when we started letting people operate on the internet different than they do in real life, that's a problem, because people are going to take advantage of that, and they want to be anonymous online. They want to have all these sock names. I mean, that's just you don't get to do that in real life. So I don't know why we ever allowed it. And then it's weird, because now am I actually advocating for like some sort of internet ID? I don't like the idea, but it just sucks. I mean,
I don't like that either.
Deep fakes and stuff now. I mean, people can fake anything.
Yeah. The other is flat earthers aren't the only ones who suck at research. It's like every single group.
Yeah.
And everybody listening, you're in a group where people suck at research. So go do that be the person that does the research and actually digs deep into whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but you be the one to go find out and say, hold on a second, you didn't look this up. That's wrong. That's not how it works. That's not what happened.
Yeah, because confirmation bias is so strong too. When you go looking for something, you'll find it. And they used to always tell me when I would talk about confirmation bias, and they would say, well, the Globers do that. And I would say, yeah, they do, but the difference is they're right. So if you're right,
it's still not okay.
Well, it's still not okay, but it's like you're not going to get found out because you're right. So it's like the difference is with flat Earth. If you're wrong, then you got a problem there.
Yeah.
But so no, it's everywhere. But I mean, it's and I mean now I look back and see it. I mean, it's so obvious that if you are like, oh, I need the Earth to be flat, let me go read this book by Newton. You can find in that book a paragraph that might sound something like flat Earth, and then you go push that, and you just forget everything that you read. The entire book's about the globe, and you're like, I found this one sentence. But yeah, so it's pretty incredible to be able to look back at yourself and see all the mistakes you made, which were a lot. Mostly just trusting people, thinking that when somebody says, that they're at this observer height, like you said, when I go back and look at the things that they said, I always find the error. Whatever it is, it's either observer height, the distance that you said was wrong, what you're looking at is a different height, and then when you actually play it out, it comes within that 10% range, which is basically extra beyond standard refraction for being over water.
Yeah.
So
I listened in on Monday to the celestial theodolite number 743 Prezi.
745, I think 745.
Prezi from Bingo Wings and Shame.
Can you talk about the laddies and the longies?
So they're like, well, here's the globe prediction, and it's off by whatever 1 or 2 arc minutes or something like that, and the flat Earth prediction is off by less than that. Like, hold on a second, how did you get this flat Earth prediction? And so you don't really need to know what they're talking about too much, but they're looking at a mountain that's 100 kilometers away or something, and then they're using the position of the star in I got a cat here. Hold on.
I see that.
This is Gazelle.
Out of nowhere.
Yep. This is Gazelle.
She doesn't seem very happy.
Well, there's a dog right next to her and she doesn't like to be held while there's a dog here. So that's why she's nervous. Hi, kitty. So she's new to
that cat a bath.
She's new to us. What's that?
How often do you give that cat a bath? I'm assuming you have to give a white cat more baths than a black cat.
All right, get Donkey out of here.
Killing you.
Well, yeah, she's super nervous because Donkey is like, Donkey just wants to play.
Play.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, kitty. Hold on. No, I don't know. She doesn't get dirty. She doesn't go outside. So there you go. Feeling better?
Cat baths are probably the only reason to have a cat.
They are fun to get a cat bath. There you go. All right. Thank you. You want to take her?
Cute.
Donkey.
All right. Yeah. Penguin's under the desk here. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So they take a video of a mountain at night and stars getting obstructed by the mountain, and they take the height of the mountain, the distance from where they are to the mountain and the height of the mountain, the rise and the run, and then they get the angle.
Okay.
Right. And then for the globe, they take the drop, 8 inches per mile squared is a correct application to get the amount of drop.
Okay.
And then for flat Earth, they don't do that, which is correct. What's not correct, though, is the way that they get the distance from the observer to the mountain. On the globe, you use the Haversine formula.
Right.
And on flat Earth, you would never use the globe formula,
No.
but they use the globe formula.
Because there is no way to get a flat Earth formula.
Well, there is. There's
If you measure it
there's
by
actual there's actual geometry for it. Because
you mean like the chord length?
no, it's not the chord length. He talks about the chord length, but Alan doesn't know math. He can't do math. So when you're doing this, so chord length is still a spherical
Right. It's the line between
math.
the people.
Yeah, it's
through the sphere.
You have to use basically the Pythagorean theorem.
Okay.
But this is the map that they use. Shame uses this map in the thing that he stole from Walter Bislin.
I remember.
It's this map, right? And right here on the bottom, it says 60 nautical miles per degree latitude, right down there. So we know the measurements. So we can then convert the it's a polar coordinate system. You've got the angle and you've got the distance from the middle.
Right.
And we can convert them to x, y, and then we can apply the Pythagorean theorem, and we can get
the easy Haversine formula.
They take the Haversine. Why would you do that? You're admitting the Earth is a globe if you do that. You've got to not use the globe in order to get the flat Earth prediction.
Now, do you understand the claim that they don't need to use refraction? Because I don't understand that one.
Well, yeah, it's a way that they can deceive people.
Okay.
So,
if you need to use it, that would have effect of when something is occulted by the mountain.
yeah, because the path that the light takes is refracted.
Right.
Always. And they're like, well, you don't need to take refraction into account when you can't see it. You're right, but you're not using the not see it time. You're using the see it time.
Right.
And then you're taking, it gets obstructed by the mountain.
Right.
And that is the path of light through the refracted path. So, but it doesn't really, it doesn't really matter because they're not comparing the globe prediction to the flat Earth prediction. They're doing a crap job of making a globe prediction, and then they're using the globe to do the flat Earth prediction. So they're admitting the globe.
And the lights in the sky, I thought they don't dictate the ground.
Well,
Sometimes they do. Depends.
Depends
what the results are.
Yeah. The other problem is, of course, they're using stellarium for the position of the star for flat Earth, which plots stars in a sphere around the Earth. So hold on a second. So here's the flat Earth. And half of the sphere of stellarium is here, and half is here on the bottom.
Well, weird.
That doesn't work.
No, that's when they need the 180-degree refraction to move the sun. But they're okay with that, just not 1 degree refraction needed for the
that's too
impossible
much.
eclipse.
That's too much.
Possible eclipse, that's too much.
All right.
But 100. Oh, there you go. See,
This is
a little
Raccoon.
more calm.
Look at her winter
relaxed.
coat.
What's that?
Look at her winter coat.
I know she's really fluffy. She's got her winter coat going.
Very, very fluffy. So,
I
Toon,
want to pet my cat.
What's
How does
that?
Flat
I
Earth
want to pet my
explain the
cat.
equator difference?
The length of the equator?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember anybody ever telling me that it was 39,000 miles.
So it's a technique called ostriching,
Okay.
where you just stick your head in the sand and pretend that it's not a problem.
I just shelved things, and then my shelf got really full. It fell over, and that's when I woke up like, maybe I should probably do something about all those things we're putting on the shelf.
Yeah.
Probably cover some of those, like the circumpolar stars in the south.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's back to this. We've got the dimensions here.
Right. But yeah, if you draw a line from the center to the equator, that would be 6250, has to be. And then the circumference of that is like 39,000.
Yeah.
So that's 15,000 miles that they had to hide on the equator. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And once I figured out too that it's at 53 degrees south and further south than that, it's 4 times minimum the distance flat Earth versus the globe. So I don't know how they figured that out and how nobody's died trying to go to the Falkland Islands. They think it's 800 miles and it ends up being 3,200. Probably that's going to cause a couple problems. So anyway, figure that out.
Do you know William Beauregard? He's here. He says he's super classy. All right, so he starts with yo homos.
Yes, nice.
Tell me how I followed the sun from Florida to Japan. Never did the sun go over a curve, stayed well above the horizon the entire time. From Florida to Japan, a single flight. is there a single nonstop flight Florida to Japan?
But wouldn't that make sense though that you're moving the same direction as the sun? So
Yeah, of course. So
yeah, seems to make sense to me.
let's see. Hold on. Nonstop. Let's see if there is one.
Because I think
Okay.
I remember seeing a flight down south because you were so far south that the plane kept up with the sun. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, if you are, it depends how on your latitude.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Nope, can't do that. So I will here.
What is that sound? Do you have a generator going?
Oh, you hear? It's probably the
Oh, I hear something.
the furnace.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a furnace.
Really?
No, I haven't. Just kidding.
Oh, it. But my wife is like, "Yay! It's above zero."
I could not live there. You?
No kidding.
I can pretend like I'm a man until you put me over there. Then it's out. Then it's out. It's not going to be very manly when I am wrapped up in electric blankets.
All right. All right. So we got Florida to Japan. I'm going to do it on.
Florida to Japan.
It's probably Tokyo area, I imagine. So
How long's that flight then? Like 13
that
hours?
flight is 11,600 kilometers. So that's right on the edge of what can be flown on a single flight.
7,000 then? I don't know.
7,200 miles. Yeah.
7,200.
So yeah. So this is easy for the globe. I'll grab it quick. You know what flat earthers never do? They never actually test the globe. They're just like, tell me how
No,
it's
they all did.
possible. Tell me how it's possible.
They all did. That's how they all became flat earthers. They all tested the globe and couldn't prove it or something.
Couldn't disprove it.
Couldn't disprove it. Yeah.
And you know how I know how they did it. They tested the globe by watching 1,000 flat earth videos. Okay, here's the flight. Here's the flight direct from Florida to, I did Orlando to Tokyo. And you can see it goes near, it goes over a good chunk of,
Are you showing us or no?
well, you can't see it. Hold on, I'll share it to
I don't
you.
need to.
I'll share it to you. I could share.
I could watch on the show. I don't know why I'm not caught up or something. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not live. That's why. Okay, I see it.
Okay, so yeah, so that's totally possible on the globe. If you start in the morning, you're flying west, so you're going with the sun, and you're going north, so you're getting. This is probably above. Yeah, Anchorage is about 60
And I would
degrees
bet
north
that flight
latitude.
took place in the summer.
That would help too. It depends on the time of year. Yeah, if you did it on December, that'd be different than if you did it in June. So there you go. Totally
You could
possible.
be up north right there, and you're going to still see the sun. When you get to Alaska, you'd still see the sun way off to the past Russia over there.
Yeah, when I went to Anchorage.
This is not how Banjo would draw that flight, though.
No,
I don't know
it's
if I can
not.
make this.
I went to Anchorage, 60 degrees north.
Okay.
It was early July, mid-July, somewhere in there, and it was midnight. And it's just like bright out. People just walking
The sun
around,
only
just hanging
dipped
out.
below for just like an hour or 2 hours maybe, right?
I asked the people that were there, like, yeah, in late June it sets at like 2:30 and it rises at like 4:30. So
Pretty incredible.
all
It'll be
the
fun to see the north. I'm excited to see from Edmonton.
yeah at 53.
And Robbie's going to buy us dinner, so that's nice. He's going to have us over for dinner.
Sweet. That's Robbie Davidson, people.
Robbie Davidson, because flat earthers say once you go flat, you never go back, except for
All the woes,
few of us
those that
and
did.
the guy who started the Flat Earth Conference for the last,
Yeah.
first, what,
But-
2017 through.
But just like all flat earthers that give up flat Earth, of course they all were fake, because
Right. For 10 years. It was
that's the
a
only
good run.
Yeah, that's the only way.
I wonder if I may get a bonus for that or something.
You should, yeah. Anyway, William
I don't get any-
Beauregard, never mind. Yeah, thank you very much, William. I appreciate that you asked the question, and glad to give you the answer that it matches the globe. But now the problem, of course, with flat Earth is that the sun could never set. So every single sunset destroys flat Earth.
Well, but the 20,000 foot clouds that gather at the horizon, the sun goes past those according to Earth.
Somehow.
Somehow. But Canigoo we can still see. Somehow 9,000 foot mountains peak above those 20,000 foot clouds. It's kind of convoluted. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
So William says, as we shot, like there's no problem with that on the globe at all. The sun could be up the entire time. He's like, here's what I'm telling you, champions. Oh, thank you. When I looked out the airplane window, there the sun was, well above the clouds, no deviations. Okay. Yep, as the globe predicts, every single one of you Muppets trying to combat me. Well, you didn't come up with anything that didn't work on the globe.
Where does he expect the sun to go?
I don't know. He has no idea because he didn't actually apply the geometry of the globe because, well, William Beauregard can't do geometry.
You know this Angels of Shite guy? You know him?
Yeah. Yes.
He's making this claim over on TikTok that he has a video of the Himalayas from 2,500 miles away.
Wow. Is it clouds? It's always clouds.
It's like, dude, can you start with like 500 or 600? Considering we don't have that, start there.
Yeah.
Rather than jump to 2,500. That'd be pretty incredible if nobody's ever gotten 500 or 600, but he found 2,500. Like, okay, guy.
The one from Wales, right? They never check anything. So the one from Wales, they're like, here, this is whatever mountain in the Alps or something.
They put arrows down though. They put arrows down towards the clouds. You saw that?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well,
don't check them.
Let's take for just a second. Let's imagine that one there is whatever, the one in the middle is that mountain, right? What's the angular width at that distance between that mountain and the next mountain that you say it should be? We know how far away it is. We know how wide it needs to be in angular width. Is it right? No, it's not right. But they can't do that geometry. And when somebody else...
I didn't know how to do that either.
Yeah,
I never did that before.
That's fine. And you don't need to know to do it. You need to know that it needs to be checked. And if somebody checks it and says, hey, that geometry doesn't work, you should say, oh, okay, well, sorry. And if you can't do the geometry yourself, because Taboo Conspiracy can't do geometry, then you can't just hand wave it away.
Right.
You have to say, oh, okay, I will accept... You have to accept somebody that knows geometry, or go find somebody that does know geometry on your side and run through it. They don't do that.
You know this guy Dirt Cuz that flipped recently? I don't know if you heard about him.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's what I did. When I saw his results, I said, oh, I want to go check this because he said it's just the top of the mountain. Well, now I know because the sun's setting behind it. So you're like, oh, this is great. We know the size of the sun, so I can draw lines to it and I can see how big that area is, which is just a half a degree. When you do that, you realize you're just looking at people will all say you're looking at the whole Oahu, but you're like, no, look at the angle that we're looking at the sun that tells you we're just looking at the very tip of that mountain. So that's why he flipped. And now he's getting shit from everybody. And I feel for people who do, but I tell them that, you just got to weather it. They're not going to not do it to you.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of people on TikTok that have bailed recently from the Flat Earth.
Well, that's good.
There was somebody... Phoenix Oracle, I had you put her name on the...
Yeah, I got on the... I put 4 on the escapees list yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Because, they're all just... And some of them are not even... They're flipping because of how Flat Earthers are acting. Like, when I go on somebody's show on TikTok, the people immediately assume that person is a plant or that they work with me or something. And then they all mass unfollow. And then the person just wrote me the other day. They're like, I'm done with Flat Earth. I realized how stupid I was because these people, the way they're acting.
Well, there you go.
So
there you go.
Whatever the reason is.
Let's see. Tori Hanzo says for 100 sex.
That's a lot of sex.
Like the sex. Says regarding the Florida-Japan flight, the sun, funny how that only works one way and not the other. I fly a lot. Fight me, Flips. Yeah, William Beauregard, go get on the plane in Japan and follow the sun the entire way to Florida. Right. Good luck with that. Tell me it doesn't set then. Yeah, that'd be something. I would be impressed with that. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch here. Let's see. Tim Davidson says, as a teenage girl, I take offense to that. He's not a teenage girl. Inquisitive Infidel says, for the water to fly off the earth would need to make a full rotation every 84 minutes. So that's another one. They're like, how come water doesn't fly off? Because, right? Did you ever think about that? Did that ever strike you as something?
I used to hear you guys try and change it to one rotation, and I would just say, well, no, let's just talk the speed. So, that's just a not understanding scale. Like I started even getting crazier, like 66,000 miles per hour around the sun. I mean, if we got up in a rocket ship and we were looking at the Earth, we wouldn't see it moving. It's not going to be flying around the sun because it takes a year. So it's just a whole scale thing that I think that flat earthers don't recognize and can't grasp. I still get people who can't grasp that the Earth can be flat, or at least locally, but be a sphere. Like, no, all spheres need curve. I'm like, no, I know that. It's curving, but it's just so little that you can't tell. They're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it does. But here, we can watch this thing. This thing will spin now. By the way, Tony Coriolis got me this. But see, that's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour.
There you go.
See it?
To scale.
It'll get around once a day, I promise. But we'll have to wait kind of a long time for that.
It's yeah.
You want to watch something funny? Watch on Odyssey the other day. Somebody was asking what my first video was, so I went and found it. And like the first couple were moon landing related, but the first one I did that's flat Earth is so bad. It is so bad. It's like I can't even watch it. I at one point said, why can't we just get up in a rocket ship? Well, first of all, I point out, why don't we go straight up? Why do we go sideways? Why don't we go straight up? And then why don't we just wait for the moon to come to us? Why would we fly to the moon? You could just wait for it. It'll come to you.
Oh my.
I was sharp.
Oh,
I was sharp.
Jeran, man, you've come so far.
Sharp. Super sharp.
You froze. Hold on a second.
Did I?
I got it. No, it's me. It's my it's a
Hopefully
known
it's a good picture.
it is, yeah. It's a known bug in OBS.
How crazy would the world be at one? Do you know what I heard the other day? What I thought was insane. Did you know that Pluto, since we discovered it, hasn't gone around the sun yet?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. And then I started thinking too about the age of the universe and how if we're on Saturn, it's only like 90 million years old, the universe. Because, because a year on Saturn is a lot longer than a year here.
Oh, yeah.
So we think very much in Earth terms. So we but again, I know it's the same.
You have to redefine year because you're on a different planet. Yeah.
Right. So people in Saturn, they're like, what? That's not that old. It's only 90 million years old. Oh, okay. But that's
a nice trick.
It is a nice trick. It's fun to think about. Kind of throw you for a loop. Well, the one thing, I mean, I still do kind of, that's a weird one to me. When you talk about even the more speeds, like 480,000 miles per hour, and then, is that why you wouldn't see that from space. But it's just because the time scales are like so not human-esque. Not human-like.
Yeah, so if you were to go and position yourself stationary in relation to the sun,
right,
and then wait near where the orbit of the Earth is going to be, you'd see it coming, and then it'd go past you at really fast, and then be past, right?
Right.
But good luck.
But if you zoomed,
you can't get
away from it and kind of looked at it, you would be like, because again, it's got to go all the way around in a year.
Yeah.
Can you go do a diagram of the globe moving? What?
Can you show a quick diagram of the globe moving 1,000 miles per hour? It's something so big moving 15 dph, degrees per hour. Yeah, 15 degrees per hour is how fast the globe moves. This is from Gravity Hits Hard.
Or the dome moves. The dome spins around on its axis, on its ball bearings.
Have you ever actually thought about that?
That I have, because that's why I never believed in the dome. And I told people all the time, first of all, the height of it is what they draw as if it's 20,000 miles high.
Yeah.
First of all. And it's like, really, we run out of air at 100 miles? We'll try to draw a 100-mile ceiling on an AE map, and it's like a dime.
Yeah.
It doesn't go very high. So, that's always been quite fun. But I did tell people all the time, like, we can't build a dome over a city. So we can't do that yet. You think there's a dome over the world?
But baby Jesus in the manger built it.
Well, then Jesus can do anything.
It's all magic.
Anything's possible.
It's all magic.
Recently, she called us. She goes, "Guys, you'd be so proud of me. If it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't have been able to rescreen this screen door." I'm like, I don't know if Jesus really had much to do with that, but
he was a carpenter, so give him.
I don't know if
give him
screen doors. I don't think were around back then, but he probably knew how to do it anyway.
Yeah. I had a friend in college. Hyper spiritual, and she's like, "You come over and help me pray to find my keys." Like, what? I lost my keys and I need, and like, oh, she was just a little like kind of a charity case. And so like
nice of you.
a couple of us went over and we're like, okay. Oh, all right. And then,
pray.
and then we're there. We're like, she's getting all spiritual about it. Like, and she's praying and everything. And then they're in the door. Like she unlocked the deadbolt and left him in the door.
Well, or God put him there.
And she's like, praise Jesus. I'm like,
Praise Jesus.
I think you just left him there. And I think the problem wasn't anything I think it's all up here. You're just a little ditzy. And
If my mother-in-law didn't believe in Jesus, I still think she would have gotten that screen door rescreened.
Could have.
It's just you take the spline out and then you just lay it down and lay it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
You don't really need Jesus for that.
It's a pain in the butt, but yeah.
It's a pain in the butt, but still funny. Like you could have done. I'll give you credit for that. No, not me. All praise to Jesus. All right, whatever you need.
And so this is your mother-in-law?
Yes.
Okay.
She's very, very, very religious. Everything is thanks Jesus.
Like
Jesus did it all.
you have a Catholic upbringing, but this is a Protestant.
No, they're just Christian Bible believing. My brother-in-law is a huge pastor in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
But not a Catholic pastor, right? A non-denominational.
It's like a Christian. I don't know what you'd call it. New Age. They have like lights and guitar playing.
Probably Protestant evangelical. Are there people like speaking in tongues?
Kinda. They do the come up here and give your life to Jesus. But it was funny when I walked in there. The very first thing that caught me is there's a bar at the front there was a big sign that said "Worship on Red Bull."
What?
They were selling Red Bulls for like $7 at the door, and there was a huge sign, like it was actually made. It was actually on a banner. It said "Worship on Red Bull."
All right.
So,
All right.
what are you gonna do? But I saw his net worth is looking pretty damn good. Guess that's what happens when you do that. Nothing taking against him.
Kenneth
But
Copeland.
he's a big moon guy. He's a big space guy. In fact, he gave me he gave Mavi a book for Christmas maybe 2 years ago. It's the book that he wrote about the moon. It's called Last Supper on the Moon, I think. And inside it, he inscribed it and said, "One day I'm going to make you believe in the planets." And that's what he wrote to my son in the book.
Oh, because he was worried because you were teaching
At the time, I
him.
was still flat.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily, I never taught Mavi any of that. Although Mavi did watch, he did like the Conspiracy Music Guru songs. So I will give him that.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to them anymore. He
So
now has space jammies, and he has dinosaur toys.
Oh, good.
Something I didn't allow before.
Gravity Hits Hard says, I'm a globe earther. I'm saying the globe you had on screen before, you can show the 15 degrees per hour. Yeah. Grab that again. Show the globe you had. Hold on. I got one. Let me grab one.
Oh, you want me to do my little globe? 15 degrees per hour. You can show the 15 degrees per hour. Well, yeah, but it's going to be pretty slow. There you go. It's moving 15 degrees per hour. Move yours 15 degrees per hour. Thank you.
All right. I didn't hear what you said, but
I said move at 15 degrees an hour.
there you
It's
go.
going to be like that. There you go. Now, I think that people would fly off that planet.
It's a little fast. Hold on.
It's moving.
There you
Look
go.
at the water.
I'm moving it. I'm
That's
moving
way
it.
faster than yours moves.
I'm moving it.
That's way too fast.
Oh man. And Slow Sanchez. Well, it wasn't this last time. It was a previous time when he debated FTFE. He's like, "What? I gotta ask a question. I can't. I'm just. I'm just no good at Australian accent. Just as good as Slow Sanchez.
Oh, I thought you said you were good at an Australian accent. I was like, oh.
No. Anyway, so he's like, that had to be what kind of camera took a picture of the Earth moving 1,000 miles an hour? We're like, you're so far away, it's not moving fast at all.
Yeah, they don't grab.
But it's like if you're in a car and you're going 80 miles an hour and you take a picture of a cow right off the road, right? With just if you're not a slow shutter speed, it's going to be a blur.
Right.
But the hills in the background also moving past you at 80 miles an hour, you'll get a fine picture of it.
Right.
He's too stupid to understand that. Poor guy.
Yeah, he didn't come across very smart on that. Debate.
He knows smart.
No. Again, it's the same thing. The ground is measured flat. I don't know how we get this through him. Like I said, I think that What I wish we could do is if we drew a circle on my driveway and then took a ruler and showed that, look, I put this ruler on this circle and you can see that it deviates from the ruler, but then draw a circle that's as big as your city and now take a ruler to the edge of it and it's going to look completely flat.
Yeah. Do you remember the word for that I told you?
Manifold.
That's it.
Really? I got it.
Good memory. Yeah. Manifold is like, to me, a manifold is like you put on your water spigot and then you got like 4 water spigots that come off the one water spigot. That's a manifold too. But a manifold is like an area that's curved. But when you get so close to it, that the curve is so slight that you can treat it for certain purposes as if there isn't a curve.
So that's really how the water works on Earth, which is why I think it's so funny. These guys are all looking for like actual bent water, which would require gravity to be not working. Because how is it going to, you can't have a hump of water like this. Gravity's going to pull it down.
Yeah.
So you, on a large scale, zoom away and see that the planet Earth is curved. Yes.
Have you seen the one from the Bolivian salt flats where they got the water and it's reflecting, right? It's real
I
smooth.
thought you're talking about the one that's looking long ways that shows the curve easily.
No. That's
You're talking about the one that's like a
it's just, it's a reflection. You see the clouds
Yeah.
above and you see them below and they're like zero distortion, therefore flat. And
I've seen somebody.
And you know what they've never done? They've never actually tested for distortion. Because if you take the I've done it. You take the clouds from the reflection, you flip them and you put them next to the clouds above. They're distorted.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well then that proves a globe, isn't it?
It was on TikTok. Somebody on TikTok, I think, did that. Maybe they did some sort of example of it. I don't remember. Where did you see it recently, or you just?
I did it myself a while ago.
Oh, I just saw it like 2 days ago. I forgot where.
I think I did it on. It was on X that I did it at least a year ago.
Yeah, no, they always say that only is possible on a flat Earth, and they're wrong.
So let's see. Stringfellow Hawk says no dome over a city. Jeran, obviously you're forgetting about the documentary The Simpsons movie where there was a dome over their city.
That is funny. That was a great episode, and then they break it right in a baseball game or something. My favorite is like
it was the movie.
Oh, it was the movie.
Yeah.
Flat earthers that don't understand when Hillary Clinton says she's breaking the glass ceiling, that's a saying for what women do.
Like they've never heard that before.
Never heard of it. They're like, oh, she means the dome. Don't think so.
Like
call the glass ceiling because it means that she's achieving something that hasn't been achieved. Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth trying to explain it.
Yeah. And Gravity Hits Hard says thanks and a thumbs up.
Nice.
For showing the 15 degrees per hour.
My best model is that one that the Andrew Marsh model is the greatest.
Oh yeah.
At showing people. That's just great. Because when you show somebody how I never knew that a line of latitude, everybody has the same exact daylight hours on the same latitude, which is incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then to show somebody that if it's 14 hours, 51 minutes at 53 degrees north, goes 6 months different, it's exactly the same. And again, you'll have a flat earther say, oh, it's 2 minutes off. No, it's because there's topology around. Like here where I'm at, I have the Sierra Nevadas to my east. So my sunrise time is going to be different than if they weren't there.
Yeah.
Right. That's all it is. So it's like, okay, it's off a couple minutes. Get over it. Get over it.
Kiwi Bush says, I asked Jeran on his stream earlier to look at the Indian Ocean geoid low.
Oh, I did not even.
The ocean levels up to 106 meters lower than the mean global ocean level.
Wait, what? So the Indian Ocean is 106 meters lower?
So, yeah, up to. So there's the geoid, because the gravity of the Earth is dependent on the density variations of the Earth, right? So if you have a denser area, then gravity is a little higher in that area. So you'll have if it's just water, you'll have more water. It'll be like a lump. And if there's an area that's less dense, there's going to be less gravity underneath that area. And so you have a depression. So you have this, it's literally like a valley. It's really big, right? Hundreds and hundreds of miles long. But so it's 100 and some meters.
Wow, that's crazy.
Lower.
Because I do want to see that.
Yeah, lower than.
Again, we wouldn't see it. It's too small. We're too small.
You couldn't, but with precise GPS stuff that you can measure it.
It's the flat earthers that all think that because Neil deGrasse Tyson said the Earth is pear shaped, they want to see a pear. When it's like, no, figure out what the miles is, and that's imperceptible.
They again,
Just saying.
they never did the one thing that they always talk about, their own research. They didn't even listen to the whole quote. In the whole quote, he's like, it's a tiny bit more. And how much more?
That part out.
It's like 2 or 3 meters. That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty small. Yeah, it's not a lot.
On something that's got a radius of 6,700 kilometers.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's crazy to think how small. I mean, I always point out, look at the America on the globe, and it takes 5.5 hours flying 550 miles per hour just to cross from New York to LA. Like, that should tell you how big the Earth is.
yeah.
You're flying a long damn time going very, very fast, and you're not covering very much at all. At all. Who's messaging me over here? I'm on the show. I want Telegram to be able to shout at people like, he's on a show right now. All right, that's good.
Is he have a globe behind you there too?
Yeah, somebody, am I going to forget who bought it for me? Shoot, somebody bought me that. It's light up constellation globe.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes, because I'm trying to explain to people that I think now it's like so simple, just that we all are mapped on. It's like, look we showed up on Earth and somebody handed us a map and said, you are here. The great thing about that is you can go check. So
yeah,
it's like if everybody on Earth matches what Google Earth says, then we live on what Google Earth says. Because it's not possible. Because I think, like, I got confused. Remember I asked you, I said, hey, could they project a flat world onto a sphere? And you said yes. And I was like so proud. I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. But I never thought about observations. It's like that would work if we were all blind. You could do that.
Yeah.
You could tell people who lived on a flat world, oh, you live on a sphere and it's so big that it seems flat, and the blind people would not know. But luckily we have eyes. So
yeah.
Unfortunately for them, the sky has to match what they say. That's the other thing, right? Oh, you didn't go to 80 degrees south. They took you somewhere else. It's like, no, there is a demanded sky.
Where did we go?
What they say it is. I don't know. Like, we flew south. We hit ice.
I've heard them say Greenland. Like, how dumb do you have to be? Greenland is 12-hour flight minimum from Punta Arenas.
Or that we did it in June. It's like, okay, if we did
sun went the wrong direction.
Did we walk backwards and everything too?
And we did live streams. Right. And you read off sports scores.
Right.
That
can all be manipulated. Because, Jeran, don't you know that SpaceX changed their live stream? So we have to assume you could too.
Jeran, a little bit different. You said that, Jeran.
I know it.
That was you.
I still send it to Elon Musk every once in a while. But because he's still the only person who's ever been able to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that we know. There may have been others, but we don't know.
Right. Actually, I think somebody told me that they did hear another guy show proof that somebody else did it. And it's all these big accounts. They must have some backdoor with Google that lets them do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you can't do it. You're not going to change your life.
Yeah. I mean, if Elon calls up Google, it's like, hey, when we do that, like, yeah,
you can grade in the middle. We could
have pull some strings. Yeah.
A little more fun. No, I will do that.
So Borg Emporia says, can we get some more emojis? Yes, that's a good idea. I don't know what emojis to make, but if you all want to send me some DMs or some actual emojis.
Is there a potato one?
There, I don't know.
Oh.
There is a dearth one. So yes, there's a potato one.
Great. That's all I want.
I've got Witsit in a cowboy hat.
I like this one.
I'm a potato.
I love that one. I always say since Dave sending me text messages. It's just, what's
I'm a potato.
Okay. Sure, thanks. It's too funny. Have you seen some of the Garbage Pail Kids cards that have been
I love those. Those are so good.
The Dearth one's funny.
It's funny. That's pretty good.
Those guys, I mean, they just keep getting debunked, and then they just say the same thing the next day. You know,
because they don't care. They're hoping for a new audience.
Did you watch Angels of Shite on with Mark Sargent?
Oh,
yeah,
I can't. It's painful.
Yeah, he's like talking. He's like, well, I always knew that I would be special. I knew that God sent me here for a special reason, and the flat Earth is that special reason. So somebody might want to tell God that the shape of the Earth is not what he thinks he sent his friend for. But anyway, it's just kind of funny to hear him say that.
So
somebody told me that he's got a Messiah complex. I'm like, you think? I heard him say that he came from God. That God sent him here.
Yeah.
It's pretty sure that's a Messiah complex.
So Joe in the chat, who is a big fan of a band that I like.
Joe Hill?
No, Joe. I met him.
Still flat?
I don't care. He doesn't exist to me anymore.
No? What are you doing?
So Jeran, what tattoo do you have again?
I don't have a tattoo. Do you put bumper stickers on a Bentley? No, you do
Oh my
not.
gosh.
Well, you don't do that.
Shrink your head a little there, buddy. Anyway, I got one tattoo right here.
Well, I did not know that. Wow. Okay.
That's one bad pig right there.
Yeah. Yes, I see that. So why is he dead to you?
Why is Joe? Because I met him for lunch.
Right.
Drove way up to Osseo to meet him there, and we had a good chat. We had a good conversation a few times. He came to Colorado, and we had a debate. It was fine. We had a good interaction, and then I gave a presentation on that Sunday morning. I was at Will's church, and I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? How long? He's like, whatever you want. He just gave me carte blanche. I'm like, oh, okay. So I gave a presentation, and it was much more like Bibles about than I do here, because this is Science Channel. This is what I do, right? And so, but I'm at a church, so I did a little more church kind of appropriate
You're
stuff.
Playing to the crowd. You're playing to the audience.
Absolutely, it was the right thing. And it's but still, I'm like, I'm not that hyper spiritual guy, so that's not my thing.
Right.
Anyway, and so then I heard Dearth later making claims about me doing, he called it a satanic presentation or a worship service or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? So that was Joe telling Dearth this. And I'm like, well, Dearth lied, of course. Right? Because Joe was there. He wouldn't have said that, because I know what I said, and it wasn't anything like. So I had Joe come on, and we were going to talk about stuff. And then I asked him about this, and he admitted that that's what he told Dearth. So Dearth wasn't lying. It was Joe that was lying. I'm like, dude, you're dead to me. That was.
I thought that he went on Melodome show and was talking about, he agreed that we saw the 24-hour sun and everything. So I thought he was going to come along. And then just recently he was in my chat saying that he's still flat. I'm like, well, I thought you believed in the sun.
He also accepts that satellites exist, but that space is a different place. Somehow magic happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have a well, I guess it's not really a question. It's he should come along. I think there's a lot of people that would, if it wasn't for the gang mentality, the cult mentality, that they know what they have to look forward to. In fact, I even think maybe Witsit kind of hung back and looked at what happened to me, and then he's like, nope, no way. I'm not going through that. So maybe.
I mean, he went through a different ringer, I guess. All right. Earth is Life says, hey, Jeran, is it true that the P900 that you gave the P900 that you had in Behind the Curve to Jose JG?
Yes, I did give him a P900, but I'm not sure if it's that particular one. I would have to go back and look at the time frame. But because there was some cameras moving around, and I wanted mine infrared, so I traded Bob at some point. He got my P1000. Oh, that's what it was. So somebody gifted me a P1000. So then I gifted the P900 to JG Gonzalez, who became a Glober because of it.
Yeah.
And then I had the 1000 and then traded Bob for the 900 so I could get it infrared.
Infrared. Okay. Because Jose named his camera Jeran.
Is he still around?
I haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. I don't frequent the Nathan Oakley show anymore, which is the same show. I don't know if you noticed, it's just on repeat every day.
It's nothing different. Yeah.
It's the same show. So you're not missing anything.
I did cover him. He was on Worldwide Debates Discord server 2 weeks in a row.
I think I saw it, that one where he's flipping out at people and he's like, this guy, get him off the thing or I'm not going to be on here. I'm the guest.
There were
whoever I want.
There were 11 of us muted at the end. Well, so I was in there and I didn't say anything, because if he was going to speak to me, I was going to just bring up that it's been 1,470 some days since I challenged him to debate me on a neutral platform, where he can't.
You could just go on there and debate him.
Where he can't mute me.
Oh,
right. Where a moderator comes in and we take turns talking, that kind of stuff, and that was my plan. I was going to ask him about that, but I did play a couple little audio clips of Nathan being Nathan, right? I'll pull it up here in a second. And he did not hear them. Everybody else heard them, but he did not hear them, which tells me that he has me muted personally. So
I don't know. Where's the guns, Nathan?
could not have spoken to him. Yeah, he's probably muted me then, and I'm still muted. So let's see. What does he?
I had a bunch of NBA Jam. Remember NBA Jam? Did you ever? Was that beyond your years?
Is that a sports ball thing?
No, it's an arcade game called NBA Jam. You know, boom shakalaka.
Oh,
That announcer.
oh no.
It's not ultimate frisbee, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's the. I don't do flying ball sports. I only do flying disc sports.
It doesn't have lips. I've been
Because you're a
watching too
dumb
much
fuck.
podcast.
Fuck you. But also, fuck you. Fuck you, Nathan.
There
Don't
you
press
go.
on my show.
That was
Do not swear on my show.
So I played that when he started swearing, and everybody heard it except for Nathan. Nathan did not hear it.
Oh, so he has you blocked, right?
Yeah, he has me blocked. And so then people afterwards are like, "How come you didn't? I saw you in the crowd. How come you?" Like, well, he pre-blocked me.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to talk to you. I forgot what my NBA Jam guy says about Nathan Oakley. I don't remember.
Here comes Nathan Oakley off the bench, completely ineffective without that mute button.
Right. Or this one's a Nathan Thompson one. Yeah.
Get that guy out of here. It's Nathan Thompson outside of a school again.
Right. Get him out of here, quick.
All right, do you have my stream up?
Yes.
All right, here you go. I'm going to play this one.
Scientists have found the densest object in the universe, a flat earther named Nathan Flatty, known online as Ball Destroyer, who once posted over 10,000 memes in a single day and is now considered to be denser than a neutron star. Over to you, Carl.
Thanks,
That's
Carolyn.
pretty dense.
Scientists are now warning that Mr. Flatty's gravitational pull is so strong, it's actually lowering IQs of anyone who gets too close. Several people are already orbiting him. Here's Tom with the weather.
Thanks, Carl. We're tracking unusual atmospheric disturbances caused by Mr. Flatty's expanding orbit, triggering heavy showers of misinformation across TikTok and Facebook. Take cover. Logic levels are expected to reach record lows. And remember, folks, the Earth is still round no matter what your feed says.
There you go. I don't know who made that, but I saw that on Facebook. I'm like, I'm going to grab that one. That's all AI, of course.
And what's the Flatty guy? He's what's his name? I always hear Jade always tells me about it. I don't know.
There's Caleb Flatterly or something like that. Like it's obviously not his name, but yeah, he's just another meme sprayer. The biggest meme sprayer on Facebook, of course, is Courtney.
Oh, I don't know who's the other one.
That's right,
The Thailand one.
A guy named Courtney. They're
Stephanie Thailand or something.
Stephanie Thailand is actually Jennifer. Jennifer Gilbert, and she has like 15 sock accounts. It's Stephanie Thailand and Jay something, and she had one of me for a while, and then that one got reported and flagged. Eileen Dover, which is an Australian flat earther or flat earth destroyer, like on Facebook, she's in the wolf pack.
Oh, Flurf Destroyer. You mean Jade? Yeah.
No, not Flurf Destroyer.
Oh, not Flurf Destroyer.
Actually, Eileen Dover is what her name has been on Facebook forever.
Oh, I don't know. I've never.
And yeah, you probably haven't, but she's in the Wolfpack WhatsApp chat that if I need to talk to any of the Aussies, I'll jump in there. She's in there. Right. Anyway,
well,
yeah.
I appreciate everyone for jumping on because I like to post and then disappear because I don't want to read negative things about me for hours. So there's good Globers that get in there and actually go to bat against these people.
Yeah.
So I appreciate them for all this.
Yeah, so everybody.
You're always in there.
Yeah, go in there, everybody. Go, if you're on Facebook, go follow Jeran, and then when he posts, just, you'll have plenty of opportunity. He brings all the flirts to the yard.
I do.
His milkshakes are that good.
I guess. Yeah, they have no shame. They have no, like, you'd think that they would think to themselves, like, what if he's telling the truth? What if they are honest? What if they've been on, not even it can't be possible. But,
no, never.
Because they believe the Earth's flat. So therefore, they've never been wrong, I don't think. Ever. But impressive. Pretty impressive. I've been wrong a lot, and I'll probably be wrong a lot more. So guess you just got to get used to it.
Let's see. We got somebody in here that's trolling a little bit.
That's right.
All you need to do is type in search home depoy laser and DMT experiment, and you would see what I'm talking about. That doesn't sound I don't think that's going to be.
People they can't grasp the Home Depot thing. It's really, really sad.
It's the manifold again.
Yep. They don't get that if they had a Home Depot and you built one next to each other all the way around the earth, that they would all be level. We could put a level in any one of them. They would be level. And they would be on a sphere Earth.
It's actually, you know what? A concrete floor is by code mandated to have a grade for water. So, you go into the Home Depot and you'll find somewhere that there's a drain in the floor. And if you pour water near that, it'll all flow in there. And so if you were to actually do a precise survey across that floor, you'll find it's not even near flat. It's significantly unflat, and they're going to have a high spot halfway between the drains and low spots at the drains.
Well, still, the worst debate that ever was on my channel was the whether or not an ice rink is flat debate that you were in. Thank you for that one, by the way. Appreciate that.
He's poor guy.
He's gone now. I think I blocked him finally.
He's not gone, but I got him fired.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So if you talk about flat Earth, that's fine. You're good. But this guy started making outright accusations about me and that place that they always like to go. I'm like, dude, you got to stop that. And so I'm like, I called his employer. I'm like, look, you've got an employee of yours online making these accusations to people. It's not just me, it's other people too, that he's making these kinds of accusations. Is this the kind of person you want on your
no.
Yeah. And so
Flat Earth has no problem calling people pedos. It's really disgusting, because that's a word that when used, it should alert men that we need to go do something.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's something we need to handle. And so now it's just thrown around to anybody, about anybody. And it's just, you've completely wrecked the word just because you felt like, talking shit to somebody.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, there's real people of real pain and suffering that last their whole life from that. And they're just flippantly throwing it around. Like, no, if that actually is the case, report it to law enforcement immediately. Let's get that person in jail.
Right. Yep.
Right. Or
I heard this recently, and now I heard that this person was a P word, but then I went looking into it. I don't find any evidence of that. But that fittest flat earther guy, you know him?
Yeah, I do.
So I did hear that he got let go as a teacher in a school, and that what he's doing is kind of to get back at the system. And what's interesting about that is that he says at the end of all his videos that it's for entertainment purposes only, which is not required. It's not like a TikTok rule.
Yeah.
You don't have to, so it's almost like he is telling people that he's lying.
They do that as their little escape. They're like, oh no, I'm not actually saying that.
But if they didn't say that, it's not like they would get taken down.
No, but they're hedging their bets so that they can have an out. But if they're doing that, it's obvious why they're doing it. They're not doing it because they care about the truth, right? They say that to protect their channel so they can keep making the money they make.
Correct, because that's how you make money right now. Be sensational, say something outlandish. If I was a bad person, I could easily make money on TikTok and YouTube. Just make up something crazy. That's how you get views.
Yeah.
If you're there trying to debunk stuff or things like that, you're just not going to get pushed. It's like somebody said today on my show. They're like, "Oh, how come the flat earthers are getting 1,000 views live on TikTok and a Glober can only get 100?" It's like, well, that's obvious, because all the flat earthers go there because it's like an echo chamber where they can just hang out and they all agree, and then no matter what they say, they all agree and cheer it on. And so it's like a little hangout for them. Whereas the Globe, no flat earther is going to go watch that.
Yeah.
They would actually learn something. So you just have the few people.
And the rest of the normal people are like, whoop-de-doo. Yep, we know the Earth's a globe.
Right.
That's not news.
Every day. Yeah. So it's that's what's crazy. And then, because again, it's hard to combat those people over there, because I see it all. I'm like, oh my God, how do we stop these people on at least on YouTube? We don't see much of that. We don't see somebody like Caleb who goes on his live and does debates that he moderates for himself. It's like, I don't see a lot of people doing that on YouTube. People would, boo him out of the building if they did that. But he just sits there, and then somebody comes up, and when they challenge him, he basically dismisses them if it gets to be at a certain point. It's like, you're doing your own moderation. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Let somebody else do it.
Well, I do, right? I invite people on all the time, and
yeah, I guess
it's all over the place. Though,
like Dearth, he says, "Oh, Globers, come show up and give me your number one evidence." When somebody shows up and they actually sound like they know what they're talking about, immediately they're a troll. Get rid of them. And then when somebody who doesn't have a clue, those people they'll talk to.
Yeah.
So it's all just about perception, what they're trying to make it look like. Trying to make it look like, Globers don't know what they're talking about. Like they always say, we know the system better. What does Earth always say? We know your model better than you.
Yeah.
But then he says, well, how come the moon doesn't get pulled in by the sun, and how come it can affect Pluto but not the moon? It's like, Earth.
You don't know our model.
The moon is in orbit of the sun, dude. It's like it goes around the sun. So it's like,
they never actually know. They never actually do know the model, right? They may know the model better than some guy off the street they can ask a random question to.
Sure. But not better than somebody who knows. I mean,
yeah.
What Blitz has been doing has been good. I've been watching him in the mornings.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, he's at least because he gets these people to come up there. I can't get anybody to come up on my streams on TikTok. They just won't come on because what are they going to say? Yeah,
they got nothing.
Where the South Pole is. I'm just going to ask them how come the South works like the North, and then they are going to get really upset and leave. So,
yeah,
who knows? What time is it? I'm going to be heading pretty soon. Any questions from the audience? Anything?
I'll see if there's anything to you here that might be pertinent.
I already did my stream today.
Yeah, you did like 3 hours.
We'll do TikTok tomorrow, although it's the same thing. Nobody wants to come up. I did a show called Back It Up, which the whole point was, okay, make a claim and then bring it on the show and back it up with evidence. Well, what I've learned is that when you require that, all of a sudden the claims go away.
There's nothing. Yeah.
It's like,
let's see. Cretan Bull says it's telling that Jeran and Ranty were the two most level-headed flurfs, and neither of them are anymore. Flurf, that is. They're still level-headed.
Level-headed, yes. I had to apologize to Ranty. I do remember sending him a message. It was basically like, you sell out, you clown, something like that. So when I get that all to me, I remember that. When I get really upset, I'm like, okay, you did that to people. Relax. But we've had our talk and we've squashed that. Is he still doing his show? Is he still doing stuff?
Ranty, no, he's gone. He's done some other topics and stuff. So
yeah, I know, but I don't know if he's still doing that. I know he did. He made really good. He did really good during the trial, during Amber Heard trial.
Yeah, he did well on that. Yeah. So, all right, number 9 is make direct amends to such people that you harmed wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. So,
okay,
there you go.
I've done that. I called Wolfie. I called, sent out my apologies. I even tried to get my apology to Tiger Dan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Tiger Dan bailed really early. I want to say a year or two into Flat Earth because he realized Antarctica was a continent. And so
he tried to put everything on a map, right? And when you take the distances that real plane flights that you can take, it didn't work. And he's like, yeah, what do I do now?
Yeah, it's just sad because it really should be that people should recognize what happened and then just realize that something can be falsified, and when something's falsified, it means you better provide a way that it's falsified. So the AE map is gone, and then they still think that there's going to be some other map, and it's like, no, we know the continents, how they're laid out. We know the tropics and the equator. So once you have that is the AE map, which means it's the only Flat Earth map. So Flat Earth is done for.
Or, this is my favorite, is when people post a meme of a ship falling over the edge, and Flat Earthers are like, well, that's a straw man. We don't believe that. But now they come up with the dual pole map where the entire Earth is surrounded by water off the edge of the disk. Wait, hold on a second. Right. Now it's falling off. It's not a straw man anymore.
And then with that dual pole map, you have the sun rising in the west for Russia. And
nothing works. It's a worse problem.
Who's the guy? Flat Earth Test, right? Brian
Leakey.
Yeah, he was showing me the double pole. He's like, what do you think of this? I'm like, well, I'm in California and I've never, ever seen the sun set right to left. So that's out.
Well,
we'll never do that.
Hawaii is farther away from the equator than Seattle.
Right. Yeah.
How does that work?
It's not going to work. So, yeah, they should just, face it, just face it and just say, okay, we were wrong. That's the problem. Is it's okay if you're wrong, but not if you're wrong and then you just continue.
Yeah. Like I'm just asking questions. Okay.
Oh, that's
awesome. Then accept the answer when you're given the answer.
Well, but you can imagine. So what was it? 9 of us go to Antarctica. So we've got all of our footage, plus we've all been interviewed after. And then these guys go through with a fine tooth comb and they're like, oh, what Toon said in this interview is different than what Jeran said here. It's like, Yeah, that's so easy to do. There's 9 of us. It's independent people. It's like some little tiny thing too. It's like they just don't get it that you could always do that. So if that's your line of investigation, then every event that will ever happen will be fake, because you're gonna always find something that doesn't line up.
Yeah, you can't. It's
said here that the sun goes behind the mountain, and then it didn't go behind the mountain. It's like, yeah, pay attention. When I said that, we didn't know yet.
Yeah,
we went down there thinking it was going to go behind that mountain. Sorry. Or they say, Jeran looked at a compass upside down. They have the directions backwards. It's like, listen, that doesn't matter. Let's pretend the directions are all switched. The sun went around our head 24 hours, circles for 4 days.
They're like,
it doesn't matter which direction.
How were you sure that south was south? It doesn't matter.
Who cares?
At some point, the sun was south. It did the whole circle.
Right.
All right,
where was its bottom? Where was it its lowest? That's south. There you go.
Let's see. Gravity Hits Hard says, Dave Weiss was a friend for years, Jeran. We all know he's a liar and POS. Jeran, what would you say to him if he came face to face with him? He's a coward. Obviously, Jeran is the cum so far.
I would say he is the
Jeran has.
Kids, and that is disgusting, because that's why we got into flat Earth. At least why I did, is because I thought they were lying to children in schools about the shape of the Earth. And I thought it was disgusting. And so you go real hard at that. And then you realize down the road, you're like, oh shit, we are the ones lying to children. And I don't know if these guys know, but Dave goes to like high schools and gives these presentations, or schools.
Yeah.
And that's disgusting, because what you're actually doing, if any of those people start to believe you, you're hurting their life. I can just tell you from a personal perspective, right? That if somebody gets into flat Earth, they are not going to end up at the end of that better off. 0% chance. I don't know anybody who has. Maybe Dave Weiss. But besides that, nobody's really come out rosy at the end of it.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of ends up, going off, having to get a job, having to fix what they screwed up, something I'm gonna have to do. So again, it's not, and then when you're talking children, like it's hard enough to go through high school or go through grade school right now. Imagine having to go through grade school believing that the Earth is flat. I mean, you have no chance. People are just gonna make fun of you.
And homeschooling, then, okay. I homeschool, I know, right. But our kids aren't in an echo chamber, right? They do sports with other kids, and we do co-op things, and we do, like, my wife is off doing stuff all the time.
Right.
So, like, they have to interact with other kids. And so if they're not doing that, so like Oakley's kids, I think, are being homeschooled. They're pretty young still, but like, what are they going to do as they get towards middle school age? They're still going to be
sell microphones,
and pepper grinders. I
didn't know about that till that show. That's funny.
I watched somebody linked me the video, and I watched it again. I'm like, oh my gosh! Like, they starts out the video in the bedroom, and there's all the stuff on the sitting there, all the toys.
He has a good sex life, he says.
Yeah,
which makes a lot of sense, right?
You didn't need to show that. You could actually just not show that and still be confident, but he wasn't confident enough, I guess. But there's a freaking pepper grinder sitting right there. It's pink. It's not a regular pepper grinder. It's obviously pink for a reason.
I love when he's talking to Dave McKeegan, and he's like, you'll never get a woman, Dave. I get hit on every time I go to the grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard a lot of lies before, but first of all, Dave McKeegan is married and has a kid. And he's like, I get hit on. If I want to see this woman that's hitting on Nathan Oakley at the grocery store.
Oh my gosh! Can you?
I need to see this woman. She's
with his Ferengi teeth. Like what? Yeah. What?
And I'm sure he's wearing that white shirt, so you can guarantee that. Somebody says, "How's my controlled opposition gig going?" Well, they haven't paid, so it's not obviously going that well.
That's
Nor
the
have
problem.
I talked to anybody at all besides Toon, and maybe if Toon's in charge of it or Duffy.
I thought you were in charge now.
Oh, great.
What the hell?
Well, maybe that's why I didn't get any money.
Jeez.
I'm supposed to be handing it out. No, it's so stupid for you guys to say that, because I've lost everything. So you look really ridiculous when you say that, because you'd have to show some sort of evidence that I've gained anything, and I've lost. Look at my. If you look at my sub count, I'm below 160 for the first time in 5-6 years.
Wow.
So I'm even going backwards in views. So and subs. Views way down. Views are like 1/4 of what they were. So anyway, it's just funny when people say that, because it's just showing your inability to ever self-reflect of whether or not you could be wrong. because that's what they have. They have a choice. Either they're wrong or I'm a liar and a shill and probably the worst person in human history just selling out humanity. And they choose to go with that one. And, somebody called my dad's wife, who's 81 years old, and used the C word. I mean, this is what these
What?
people, so in 10 years, not one Glober ever called my family, not ever did anything like that. But in the year since I've been back from TFE, I mean, the things that have been done by me to Flat Earthers are disgusting. Numerous things. And including calling my dad and telling him what happens when he gives, when he raises a rat. Called his wife and spoke to her like she was my mom. It's not even my mom. It's his wife. So anyway, it's just disgusting because it's like these people, they call themselves good people. I went around telling people originally, this is 9 years ago, when I said Flat Earth makes you a better person. And it objectively does not. It objectively makes you a person who doesn't trust anybody. And so much so that you'll turn your back on a friend like Dave Weiss, right? 10-year friend. And then he's like telling me, don't go on that trip. They're going to trick you. It's going to be a trap. I'm like, dude, I can tell whether the sun is real or not. I want to see it for myself. I'm going on the trip. And
you
I get back
you did a test at his behest, right?
I still have I need to send that back to you, Dave. We're back if you want that magnifying glass back.
Oh, he sent
he sent me the magnifying glass.
He sent you a magnifying glass.
He did. You
did the test that he requested, and he still went with it's a laser on a mountain.
Plasma ball in the sky. And he said that you only need a 10-mile radius to fake it. You just put it in. It's like, Dave, there's 60 bases down there and they all saw it. So how does that work? I guess it's 60 devices with 10-mile radius of each one. Okay.
So dumb.
So I would just tell him, if I had a chance to face him, I would just say, Dave, you know that you're lying to children. This is disgusting. You were disgusting. You promised 3 Bitcoins and you're just lying to people because you obviously are never going to pay that out. So it's that's not allowed in advertising. You're not allowed to say, hey, we're going to give you this, there's this opportunity to win this, but there really is no opportunity.
Well, it's even more than that. It's when you do like some sort of a sweepstakes type thing, if you require a purchase, which he does, then it's gambling. And that violates any state law that has a prohibition on gambling, which is all but Nevada. And you probably have to have a license. Okay, so 10 Jammin says, Jeran said on his show earlier that you had a disagreement about the direction of the sunrise flips at some point, whether it varies between the tropics or not. And we haven't still figured out. I think
I'm right. I think I'm right.
So let's do that. I don't know. I don't hold this position strongly.
Well, let me explain why I think I'm right. So let's say that like what you said is correct. So let's say we know that the sun goes left to right in the north and right to left in the south for the most part.
Of the tropics.
Right. Well, I still think within them, but I think it's a little bit harder to tell.
Yeah.
But let's say you are within the tropics. So let's say you're within the southern tropics and the sun is in the north. So it's going basically left to right for the people north. If what you're saying is true, that means that for the people in the south, it's going left to right, which would mean that the people opposite them in the north are seeing it go right to left, which I've never seen. Right. So what I'm saying is you have to have half the people on Earth getting one and half the other. So I think it's always separated by the equator. People north of the equator would see it go one direction. People south of the equator would see it go another direction. In order for that to flip, you would need to still keep it at 50-50. So where is the other?
Okay. So my position is, I think that line of demarcation is where the sun is at that moment on that day. And so north of where the sun is, you'll have the sun set one direction, and south, you'll have it set the other direction. And the way that you solve the 50-50 is it varies by 6 months. So in June, it's going to be people south of the Tropic of Capricorn, or sorry, Cancer, and people north of the Tropic of Cancer. And then 6 months later, it's going to be people north and south of the Tropic of Cancer. So that's how you get your synchronicity there.
Wouldn't you need it? So at any one time, shouldn't there be 50% seeing it go one way, 50% seeing it go the other way?
I don't think so. But so let's put it to people. Because there's people out there that are really good at geometry, right? And I haven't sat down and done it. I'm just going off of partly intuition. So if people want to model where it is, and so specifically this is when you're looking at the sunset. So the last minute or sunrise. Yeah. So you're looking straight at it. So it doesn't, you're not looking south. It's not behind you. You're looking right wherever it is. And so it's approximately west because it's northwest and southwest or whatever. And what direction does the sun slant? Is it slanting this way or slanting this way? And of course, at some point, it's vertical. So where is it precisely vertical and where is it
And I do think
slanting?
you would have a hard time telling. Let's say you're at 10 degrees north. You're going to have a tough time telling where you're at. You'll just know you're near the equator.
Yeah.
Right.
And you were, and this was all you saying, if somebody dropped you somewhere on the earth, you could look at the direction of the sunset or sunrise and know whether you're north or south.
Yeah. And I think I figured it out best by looking at the Andrew Marsh model. So I'm talking about the one that Ronnie and Jason use. You know that one?
Yes.
The one where the sun goes into the earth and they think that that's real.
Yeah. Their flat earth model that uses the globe. That one.
Well, they think it's because it's flat. They're like, oh, it's flat. It's like, well, yeah, that area that you're looking at is
just a diagram. It's a reification there.
I'm trying to find, where do I find his other sites? And now I can't find that site. Because I think if you, do you know, I know he's got other sites, but I can't remember where you find him.
If you go to his main site, he has a lot of stuff on there, so it's a little hard to find sometimes. Yeah,
things like
he's pretty good. Oh, hi puppy. Hello puppy.
No, where's this at? Oh, information. Here we go. So then he's got this one down here: 3D view, data entry, credits. Shoot, not know where it's at. Oh, right here. Open this. No, leaflet. I don't know what that one's called. Do you know what that's called? That model he has there, the one that's flat, the one that they use.
Oh no, I don't know offhand.
I mean, I don't know what that one is. But I think if you go there, because it's got kind of the sun path, keyboard modifiers, credits. 1 second, I'll find this. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'll just type. What is his regular site? Is it just Dr. Marsh?
Yeah, DR and yeah, something. I don't know offhand. I haven't. My hands are occupied right now, so I can't search.
Oh, I'm not seeing you. Thank God. Okay. I see.
Thank God. Top crowd.
Dr. G. Okay, so here's this one. This is a list of some experimental tools. Dynamic daylight. This one? Nope. He does a nice job though. He does such good work.
Yeah.
2D path sun. This one? Nope. What is the name of that one that he uses? Oh, this one right here. AJM 3D sun path. All right. Can we open this? Launch app in new tab. Okay, can I show what I'm talking about real quick?
Yeah, hold on. All right.
Oh,
I gotta set Penguin down. You want to say hi to Penguin quick?
Hi, Penguin. Oh, how cute. How many animals do you have?
We have 4 right now. 2 dogs, 2 cats.
Okay, I'm gonna go with share.
All right, hold on. Let me.
And we should go with this one here. Okay. You should see. Oops, let me get this out of screen. Okay. You should see the AJ model.
It's coming up. Here. There it is. There you go. Yep.
Okay. So if we start up here, way up north, how do you move this thing? Okay, so way up north, we'll see obviously that you're getting the 24-hour sun here. Let me change the date. Let's go to when we get 24-hour sun. So there. Okay, so let's go to June. All right, so just watching this, as we move this down, you can see how the sun unfolds like that, right? So right now, because we're in the north, everything would be left to right, right? Meaning the sun's moving left to right, meaning any sunrise, sunset's going to be left to right. Okay, so let me keep going down. So as we move this down, it's still going left to right, still going left to right, still going left to right. So it never deviates from that until you get, now I'll change the date right now, but so when we get to the equator, that's straight up and down, right?
Yeah.
And if you look, it's still going to be, that's still left to right. If I go with the time here, watch, it's still going to be, there it goes, and it's setting left to right, right? And if we turned around to look at the rise, it's going to rise left to right. See, so here's time, here it goes, it's rising left to right. So then you're saying because I'm within the, so let me go to like, so there's the equator. So that's like 10 degrees. I don't know. Does it say where I'm at? Where's my degrees? Where does it say where I am at? I think that's about, oh, wait, right here. So this is, yeah, it's a little bit high. So it's probably 10 degrees north, right? So you're saying that if I'm 10 degrees north like this, and I change the date, that I'll eventually see this thing flip the other way, right? So for instance,
I think so, yeah.
Like this. But that's it. So it never does change. It's always going to be the same direction. See, the red line doesn't deviate. So this red line, the path, is not going to ever move. Oops, move this. It stays right there. So it's always going to be, because we're 10 degrees north, it's always left, right. Now, again, you wouldn't be able to see this in real life, I don't think. You would be too close. It's going to look like it's just straight up and down. But if you move this, now watch, see, so it's going up and then it sets. So then the rise is going to be, go to rise, left to right. And then if you flipped around, the sunset is going to be left to right. So I don't think you can get it to flip. Because now if we go down south, you'll notice that it's always going to, as soon as you're south of the equator, that's what tilts it over. See, now there, we're south of the equator. Now we're tilted. Now everything's going to be moving right to left because you're in the south. And this is impossible on any flat map. It's absolutely the flat earth killer.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because, yeah, I mean, now you can see. And then seeing this for myself, when we went down to Punta, that was the big thing for me. Because then I just, for the first time, understood the sun. Was like, oh, man. So you don't, I mean, it's great because I keep going back to this one because you don't need NASA. You don't need physics books. You don't need professors. You don't need to trust the news. You just need to go with your eyes and realize there's no way. I don't know if you know, but Max and Icy Spin, I think, are doing on the March
equinox. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to film the sunrise or the sunset from south and north, showing that it goes in two different directions, which really is a paradox unless you put us on unless you can change our orientation, and to do that, you put us on a sphere.
Yeah.
Answers that question. So anyway, from here, I don't think that it ever changes. If we go like here, where's the equator? About right there. So that's about south of, yeah, that's good. So there, I don't think you can change that. It's going to be, here's the right to left, and then you can go through and change the date. See how it stays that same tilt? So you're never going to get it to tilt the other way.
What's that? Hold on. What?
Yeah.
What's that other, move it to the, leave it. No, there you go. All right. So what's that angle, that line there? Is it blue or purple line or something?
The blue is
the arrow
line towards the sun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's where it is. Okay.
Up in the, because unless you believe like Ronnie and Jason that the sun is actually going into the earth right there.
Okay.
So I don't think you.
So now I'm questioning myself. Okay.
Yeah. I think that you'd have to find, to disprove that. Remember, I showed you, because the reason I found this is because I was showing you that there's oh no, we figured out that was because the camera was panning. Never mind. Remember, there was one that was not. I was like, hey, I found somebody who's lying.
It was. I think it was just doing a zoom in the post processing software. So
it just made it look like it was going the other way.
Yeah.
But I do think that that's pretty incredible. That and again, if people don't believe in God, that's fine. But I look at it and I just say that's pretty incredible that we can just watch the sunset and know where you're at on the earth. That's pretty incredible, at least within a little bit. And then if you really just wait till the stars come out, then you'll know exactly where you're at. So that's pretty incredible. Pretty amazing. So yeah, I think that if anybody's got that different than, because I've been saying this and I don't want to be wrong and have to go back, but I would, if just show me that I'm wrong, and I'll tell people, okay, it's not all the time. It's because I basically said, yeah, it's if you see the sun going left to right, you're in the north. If you see it moving right to left, you're in the south. End of story. Because you can't have, and it's even more difficult when you look at the rising sun for people. So if we go, let me go here like south, and we'll look east. Which direction are we at? We're at west, so we'll look east this way. So if you're talking about this rising sun, so it's rising for people in the south. Let me go to time. So it's rising here, right to left. Okay, so it's coming from the right side. So they're facing east. But then if we move to the north, remember, it's still facing east, right? Now if we go to the rising sun here, now it's moving left to right.
Yeah.
Whoops, I got to face east. Which is, so you have the sun coming from the left hand of people in the north and coming from the right hand of the people in the south. Well, that doesn't work. In fact, I feel for people back then. I'm assuming that they would have at first, maybe they figured out the earth was a sphere before that, but I would have guessed that somebody would have been like, wait, how could the sun be going in two different directions? And people would have been totally confused because that doesn't make any sense. You can't have two people. It's like, what is the law? The law of non-contradiction?
Yeah.
Right? That you can't have two people facing the same direction, watching an item go in one direction, but they both see it and go in different directions. It would be you're contradicting yourself. Yet, if you put us on a sphere, it answers all the questions.
Yeah. The geometry works.
Yeah, imagine that.
And they don't even have an answer for.
There'll never be an answer for that. And that's why you can just, it's so funny because before, as a flat earther, you always were questioning everything. Am I right? Well, I don't think that anybody else does that. I did. Am I right? I don't know. And then now seeing this from this perspective, I realized that there's no question anymore. So I feel like where you were when you said, I'll shut down my channel if we see the sunset, like I get it now. Whereas before I'm like, oh, that's really brave of this guy. How do I get out of this share screen? Did you close it for me?
I probably can.
Maybe you did.
Hold on.
Okay, good.
I didn't close it yet. Let's see.
I don't know why it's not. I see share, but I don't see how to shut it off.
Where's my? I have a way to do it. I rarely stop people from sharing, so I don't remember how.
Screen. I see it now. There we go. Close.
There it is. All right.
I got it. Oops.
I got a few other people that have words of encouragement for you. We got Tad is mad, says Jeran, mad props for actually changing your mind.
Thank you.
We got Rossi, says Jeran, I have massive capital respect for you.
All right.
There you go. Let's see. We got, I'll read the rest of them, but I just want to make sure I get through the ones that are directed at Jeran here.
Yes.
Let's see. We are all Golgafrinchian says, is it true that all flat earthers keep part-sucked Tic Tacs in their pockets as evidence of the furry mint?
Oh, the firmament. Good.
Furry mint. Firmament. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I like that. That's good.
Gravity is Hard says, Caleb Flat said I should look at Dave Weiss and Eric Dubay. I'm Australian. I fell over laughing.
Look into them. They've got the best information.
Oh my gosh. JSS Tiger says, I do floor flatness and levelness of concrete slabs. The American standard is ASTM 1155E. Interesting that flatness and levelness are two different things.
Whoa, you think it's the same word that we'd have two different words that mean the same thing?
Never.
I have to explain that to everybody. They all want to give me that same thing. It's that the Earth is level. It's like, yes, it is. Oh, we got you. That's what was one of these got yous. When you say the Earth's level, they think they got you. It's like, do you understand what level means? They're like, yeah, it means horizontal. Well, if it meant horizontal, then we wouldn't need the word level. I don't think. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I've learned that these are not, and everybody gives me a hard time. Oh, now you're acting like you're end all be all, and no. I keep telling people all the time, I was dumb for 10 years, but you can get out of that. You can realize that you're being dumb, look into it, find out some things, and then you can come out on the other side and be like, all right, I'm not as dumb. It is possible. You can reduce the dumb. I recommend it.
Oh, it's a good thing. And we're all dumb at some point. I always come back. Yeah. We all need to shrink our egos a bit and realize that always question whatever it is that we hold strongly. Maybe you're wrong.
That Flurf Destroyer, great at talking to people on YouTube, great at clowning them, making fun of them, has all her science facts down, but one time we're talking and then I said something about some math thing and she's like, oh no, don't bring that up to me. I don't do math. And it's like, that was so impressive to me because I was like, I'm as a flat earther, everybody knows how to do everything. So I've never had a flat earther tell me like, I don't know how to do that, or I don't know what you're talking about. They always just say they know everything. They know all the geometry, they know everything. But just to have somebody who's like so good at science and then just flat out admit, like, I don't want to do the math. I'm not good at that. It's like, all right, thank you for telling me that. Not just pretending.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't good at math and that's fine.
Right.
But you can't then take a math heavy topic and then do something like pretend that math doesn't exist or pretend that it doesn't matter or make some statement that has a math based, foundation to it that isn't correct.
Yeah. And like I always say, math isn't reality. It's like, okay, in and of itself, like Dave always says, like, if I give you money and you put it in your bank account, it's like, you're not doing math there. You're just lying. So there's a difference. The math you can go verify the math. The math is correct. If you have $3 million and you give somebody $1 million, now they have $4 million. The math is correct.
Yeah.
Whether or not it coincides with the real world, now you have to go check that.
Yeah. They like to say you can lie with math. You can, and you can identify the lies. Just go look at it. It's easier to identify a lie with math than to identify a lie with English. Because if somebody's lying with math, you don't have to go anywhere. If it's all here, you can just test it. If somebody says, I met this person, well, now we don't know. We have to actually go do some footwork to find out if that's the case.
But 2 + 3 is not going to be 6, and we can verify that, and we can show that.
But 1 × 1 is 2, right?
Oh boy,
Terrence Howard. Oh my gosh! But I had a Flatty on. Who was it that was saying that? That was
1 × 1 is 2.
Yeah, I forgot who it was.
I don't think they understand.
Too many, so many Flatties. It was recent too.
You know who's funnier than I ever thought is Professor Dave.
Yeah,
he can be funny. I never thought before. I just thought he was garbage, and then then I watched him when he breaks apart that Lord Jamar. It's like the funniest video ever.
Oh yeah,
Like Lord Jamar's like talking about, he's like, oh, and this Professor Dave, he's not even a professor. And he's like, yeah, whatever you say, Lord Jamar.
I loved that one.
So good.
Are you really a lord?
He's making fun of him for not being a professor, and his name's Lord Jamar. He's like, okay, Lord Jamar.
So
I'm
yeah,
outta here.
Dave could be pretty savage, but
It's pretty funny, yeah.
yeah.
He's,
All right. Well, those are the questions directed to you, Jeran. Thank you so much. Always good to have you.
You too.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Awesome. All right. Peace. Yeah. Bye.
Later.
All right. You know, even before I loved talking to Jeran. We had 3-hour phone calls before Antarctica. 3 years before we had, I don't know how long before, but yep. All right. Speaking about the thumbnail of Jack Miller, who was a coward. Let me say it. I just want to make sure everybody knows. Jack Miller is a keyboard warrior coward. Jack Miller talked big, like he was gonna be here, and he was demanding that I bring some particular thing, and I got it ready. It's here. It's right. It's ready to show. But he's not here to see it. The chicken scampered off, just clucked away. He said he was in the Marine Corps. I don't know. Does the Marine Corps, do they put out cowards? Do they put out people that talk big and run away like chickens? No Marine I know would do that. I don't know if he was in the Marine Corps or not, but I know for sure he's not acting like a Marine. Because the Marines, when they say something, they're going to go do it. Their words and their actions match. That's the Marines. Big respect to real Marines. Jack Miller, nah, you're not a real Marine. To me, you're not, because you're a chicken. So, anyway, and he knew he was going to bring this. This is the only map he has. This is it. He has a blind faith religious belief in this map being correct, even though nothing about it is correct. The angle of the sunset doesn't work. The dimensions of it doesn't work. You can't do any flight planning on this. It doesn't work. Distances are all wrong. And of course, I went to Antarctica and the sun didn't do what it has to do here. And if he doesn't believe I went to Antarctica, then I have published all my video and I have a $100,000 challenge. He can come take my $100,000. It's on my website. Just go look for the $100,000 challenge there. It's just go there, MCToon.net, search for, just go to the search, go 100,000. You'll find it. Anyway, Hakraman says he looks like a Bow Hill hillbilly backdoor bandit. Jack Miller, yeah, posing for his TikTok or his Snapchat selfie like a teenage girl in the bathroom mirror. Itoria says, Woot, it's Twoons Day. Good to see you, Jeran. Oh, I missed telling Jeran that. But thank you for that, Itorius. Jack Vetter says first Bitcoin purchase was 2 pieces for 20,000 Bitcoins. Today's value, $1.9 billion. That's insane. I'd hope that guy that spent 20,000 Bitcoin had a few more after that. Gravity's Heart says, your Australian accent sucks. I know. I'm not, accents isn't my thing. I don't, yeah, whatever. My roommate in college, my best friend for years, was a theater major. And he would always try accents. He wasn't very good at accents either, but he was a theater major, so he had to think he was. I don't know. Why did I tell you that? Daryl Frost says, do you have the t-shirt? What t-shirt? I got the You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid shirt. Looking to see what Daryl Frost said. I don't know what he's talking about. Rossi said, here's the part you need. The O'Reilly. Oh, there it is. That's a yes. I'll definitely. Hold on. Let me get this here going. I love that they have this. Here's the part. Hold on. Just a second. I got to bring up the there you go. There it is, the flux capacitor at O'Reilly, but it's out of stock. Modifications: time travel at your own risk. Plutonium is required to properly operate the flux capacitor. Flux capacitor requires the stainless steel body of a 1981 to 93 or 1983 DeLorean DMC-12 to properly function. Once the time machine travels to 88 miles per hour, light coming from the flux capacitor pulses until it becomes a steady stream of light, at which point time travel begins. But yeah, it's not available for purchase. This is the kind of stuff I like to see in corporate stuff. That's a good sense of humor there. Daryl Frost says a passable U.S. accent, I have to say. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that link, Rossi. Calder V says, I found it first and sent it to Icy Spin. What did you find first? Was it the... this is when we were talking about the part, the 97 Tacoma water filter gasket. Gravity Hits Hard says, is Angle of Shite the new Jeran? He's embarrassing. I'm Australian. Angle of Shite is embarrassing, and that's why his mom never lets him leave his room. But at least she does make him make his bed some days. So good for him. He's a good little boy. Real Harnold says, Icy Spin is his legal name. I doxed him to confirm. Yep, can confirm. Icy Spin is his real name, 100%. That's and don't call him Mr. Spin. That's his dad. Albino Bad Guy says, don't worry, Toon. I'm Albino Bad Guy everywhere. And of course, Mr. Bad Guy, that's his dad. So don't call him Mr. Bad Guy. Just call him Albino Bad Guy. Lord of Luminous Pooh says, lights in the sky don't dictate the shape of the earth until they talk about the Georgia Guidestones or how Polaris doesn't move. Exactly. Very selective. The same people will say Georgia Guidestones and lights in the sky don't dictate. Of course, it's just a desperation, dual standard, moving the goalpost, all that classic stuff. So AutoZone sells a lug nut that costs $7,000. Oh my goodness. Lord of Luminous Pooh says, Dimmock is my fave. And to finally answer him, if it flew linear from you, it would be the radius of the Earth plus the distance to the clouds. All right. Sweet. Lord of Luminous Pooh says, I still love horseshoe crabs 2 galactic years old. Yeah, horseshoe crabs 2 galactic years old. So how long it takes to go around the horseshoe crab galaxy? What? Or no, that horseshoe crab. Oh, as a species, horseshoe crabs are 2 galactic years old. Is that it? I don't know offhand, but okay, that sounds about reasonable. Gravity's Heart says, I'm a globe earther. All right, I got that already. We got Jack Fetter says, the Earth curves approximately 0.026 inches over a distance of 100 yards, a football field. That's less than the thickness of a credit card. And of course, that's true. That's the thing. They don't get that at all. The imperfections in all but the absolute smoothest concrete you could ever lay are significantly larger than the curvature of the Earth. For reference, this is some of the math I did for today for the coward Jack Miller. Wildly Coyote says, what was the last new flat earth argument? The last new flat earth argument I can think of is the celestial theodolite. We talked about that before. They're trying to compare the globe model to the flat earth model, and they like to claim that the flat is better, but they don't use the flat earth model. They use the globe. The other part is, so they use the Haversine formula for the distance for flat earth, which is ridiculous because that they don't think that they're on a sphere. So why would you use a sphere computation? And then number two, they also use the positions of stars in a sphere around the flat earth for the flat earth prediction, which doesn't make any sense. If they're going to do it, they would need to use either a celestial plane and put all the stars in a plane, or they'd have to use a dome and put all the stars in the dome and then compute the position of the star within the dome. They don't do either of those. They use stellarium. So again, the only difference that they've done there is they switched between using rise over run minus the dip for the globe and rise over run without the dip for the globe. Everything else is identical. You can't do that. They're not actually using a flat earth model. So, and PT Tony, you still here? Just let me know if you are. A quick something about that, because I listened to you on talking to them on Monday. Gravity's Hard sent 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much for that. I saw some people even mentioning, thanking him for it. Butch Convoy says, Crichton from Red Dwarf emoji, please. Crichton from Red Dwarf. Okay, hold on. I should write this down. Hold on. Emojis. Emoji. Ideas. Emoji. Here you go. I'll grab this. Right there. There we go. We got that. If people want to send me a DM or something, that'd be good. Or a pic. And if you actually had one, if somebody wants to create them, they need to be a square and ideally make it like 512 by 512. And then I can shrink it down in Photoshop. Tim Davison says, I've never been wrong except about this statement. Oh, the circular wrongness. Love it. Gravity's Hard says, Dustin Nemos made that statement PDF. It's wrong. Oh, yeah. Dustin Nemos, he is a horrible person. And funny, some people dug into his past. Turns out this super hyper religious guy was a male stripper at a gay bar. So good job there, hypocrite Dustin Nemos. Hyper spiritual guy. Albino Bad Guy says, I just DM'd you on Discord if you want to share. Yes, I'll grab that quick. Hold on. I think I've seen this, but I'll grab it. Is that no? All right. I'll get it. I'm gonna get it here for you. All right. You probably didn't hear it. So this guy here, we'll back it up. All right, here we go.
Rubik's Cube has been solved faster and faster every year since it came out, and it won't be long before they can solve it in negative time, enabling people to travel backwards in time using the Rubik's Cube. The maker of the Rubik's Cube, Mattel, intends to use that to travel back in time to when they manufactured them, and the ones that they've already sold, they'll take those from the past, bring them into the present, so they can sell them at 100% profit. The problem with this is it's great for capitalism, but that additional weight of all those Rubik's Cubes will shatter the Earth's mantle, causing the Yellowstone super volcano to erupt, which is going to send the entire world into a volcanic winter that could last a century or more. So our solution is we're going to create the Robux Cube, which is a lightweight alternative to the Rubik's Cube that at lighter weight might not shatter the Earth's mantle, and we can solve it faster. We can travel back in time before Mattel, get the Rubik's Cubes, go back to the Jurassic era, put them in space, and they'll replace the meteor Rubik's.
Nice. I've seen that before. I love it. Thank you, albino bad guy. Gravity is hard says. Oh, here. Penguin wants to come up here again. You want to come up, puppy? Come on. Come on. Come on, good girl. Come on up. All right. All right. You know what? I could take the earbuds out so she doesn't get hung up on them. There we go. So if you're ever around, like we were, for Christmas we were at my mother-in-law's place, and if anybody's sitting down, she's gonna come sit on your lap. That's it. She just loves sitting on laps. She doesn't need to be petted. She doesn't need anything. She just needs a lap. That's all it is. Gravity's Heart says, my name's Scott Fraser from Sydney. Flat Earth people can come at me. There you go, Flatty. Flatties. Scott Fraser from Sydney, come at him. Christian Hoge says, did I buy Miss Positive Dirt Pizza? Did I by chance miss Positive Dirt Pizza evidence? You did not miss it. Jack chickened out. He's a chicken and claims to be a Marine. Doesn't make sense. Zoomer says, Terrence got me a beer just once. Gives me two. Terrence, get me a beer just once. Give me two. Oh, yeah. Get me one beer one time. That's two, right? Nice. I like that. Hugh Jars says, Earth M flat. I can prove it. I sat on it. Thank you, Hugh Jars. Gravity is Hard again comes up with 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Super generous tonight. We got Gravity's Hard says, I forgive you for the bad Aussie accent. I didn't even try. That's how bad my accent is. And then again comes in with Gravity's Hard says, people like Dave Weiss are poisoning young people's minds. Now, the nice thing about the school presentations that he's doing, it is a class for seniors at that one particular high school on conspiracy nutters and dangerous people. That's what it is. So they bring in actual Klan members wearing the big white suits. They bring in actual people that are fans of the Mustache Man coming in with full attire into the school. And other people like that. And so Dave Weiss is brought in as the example of an insane person trying to present something that's ridiculous. So I've actually emailed back and forth with one of the teachers, and so I'm not too concerned about him actually doing anything. They prep the kids before it, and so Dave is being brought in as a patsy, basically. He's the, hey everybody, this is an idiot, come listen to him talk. And then afterwards, they're like, what did you think about that idiot? And they're like, yeah, he's an idiot. So Algorithm says, next time a Flurf no shows, you should read the red cowboy boots scene from the Right Stuff. I should. All right, puppy. How you doing? Are you happy? Are you happy on my lap? Okay. Maybe I should. Yeah. Maybe I should. So you can't see it, but she puts her snout up on the desk. So, you know what? Okay, so somebody asked, didn't we have 3 cats at once? We've only ever had 2, but we had a different cat. We had Turtle, and we don't have Turtle anymore because my son that owns Turtle now has his own place. And so he got his own place. He got Turtle, and then what happened? Well, he's like, well, Turtle's lonely. So hold on. I'm gonna send it here. I gotta send it to my, you can see to my to my computer here, the pictures I took yesterday. So the reason why I didn't do a live stream yesterday with Craig about Top Left is because I was helping my son at his new place. So this is a good picture. It's such a good picture. That one's not. So I'm holding them. All right, I'll show you a couple. Let's see here. Hold on. I gotta prep him. Turtle is he's just not photogenic when he's trying to get away. Turtle's just so ornery. It's kind of the fun part about Turtle is how ornery he is. So there's one. So I have to convert them because of my iPhone takes them in HEIC format, and I need to convert them to JPEG so you can see them. And come here. Is that a good? There, that's a good one. That, and then export. So now, does anybody remember the name of the new cat? People got the spelling right last time. I was pretty impressed at how you figured it out. So some people already know. Nobody's typed it yet, the name of the new cat. All right, here we go. I've got it all ready for you. So this is a picture of Turtle and the new cat, Frog, right there. So Turtle's a boy cat and Frog is a girl. Turtle's fixed. Frog is a kitten. So there you go. They're identical, almost identical. It's so perfect. Even their eyes, because orange cats don't necessarily have that color eyes. So anyway, Frog is PHROJ. Because if a G can make a J sound, a J can make a G sound. So there's Turtle and Frog. And then I'll show you a picture of me holding them. Well, that's not it. Still not it. Hold on. There it is. So there I'm holding it. That's my kid's place. But that's not nearly as cute as this one here. Look at how cute they are. So, all right. So that's Turtle and Frog, my sons. He moved and he's got his own place now. And so he's got them. And then we have Raccoon and Gazelle. So we were down to one, and I'm a sucker. So we got Gazelle, and then we have dogs, Donkey and Penguin. So there you go. And we got a Flatty. I love Flatties in here. Red Beret, still no map. Still no map. All right. The red boot scene. I'm trying to remember the red boot scene from... I've only read the book. I've never seen the movie, The Right Stuff. And so I was looking at it today on Amazon, actually. I'm like, maybe I should watch it. And it's like, to rent it on Amazon is like $4 or $5. And then to buy it on Amazon is $12. So you know what I did? I bought it on eBay on either Blu-ray or DVD. And so now I own a copy when it arrives. So there you go. Anyway, I am going to I'm gonna wrap it here. I need to change the thumbnail, so I'm gonna have to create a new thumbnail because the coward ran off, and Jeran and I had a good talk. So I gotta fix that. One has a collar and the other doesn't. Yeah, Frog has no collar yet. You're right. Man, such a cute little kitty. So anyway, people, thank you so much for joining. Remember, if you are in the Florida Panhandle area, February 23rd to 27th, I'll be doing a meetup one of those days. We've got Top Left. We're going to do next Wednesday as our planned announcing of the finalists. You can still nominate. You can just do it yourself, or you can DM me or Max or the Crunk Debunk or Craig. And we'll add you, but do it yourself. Go to the flurf.info and then create an account there, and then just search for Top Left 2026, and you can nominate whoever you want. One nomination per person, please. Algorithm says that's where Pete Conrad has the lower GI exam. Oh, yeah. I remember that part now. Woo. The doctors, they wanted to know everything about the poor astronauts, and they were checking everything. Anyway, let me get a little I'm feeling a little bit of some ska. Are you ready for some ska? Well, ready or not, you get some ska. See you next time, everybody.
Pick it up. Is it dirt? Is it potato? Watch the screen and wait for the show. What's revealed, we're dying to know. Is it dirt or a potato?
Check it out.
Dirt or potato? Yes, I'm right, let's go. Dirt or potato? It's the game that steals the show. Look at the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? Right on! Yo, can you tell what's underneath? A derpy mugshot or a root beneath? With every guess, we laugh and cheer. Is it dirt or a potato? Let's make it clear. Hang it up, give it a show. Dirt or potato, let's go. Skank it out. Is it from the dirt or a funny disguise? Could it be a tater or a pair of eyes? What's in the ground or lurking around? Dirt or potato, where will it be found? Could it be smooth or full of lumps? Maybe it's grown on someone's big rump. Get your guess in, let's see what's true. Dirt or potato, it's all up to you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? A pile of soil or a starchy friend? Guess it right and you'll ascend. Look real close, don't let it slide. Is it dirt or a potato waiting inside? Let's go root boys.
Let's go root boys.
Garden patch or a silly trick? Will you pick the right one or end up quick? Whether it's dirt or a golden spud, dirt or potato, here comes the flood. A mystery unfolds, what will it be? A lovely spot or dirt, can't you see? With every reveal, we're in for a laugh. Dirt or potato, it's the ultimate craft. Dirt or potato, guess it right, let's go. Dirt or potato, it's the game that steals the show. Beneath the earth or just pretend, a lump of soil or some dumb tread. Pick your choice, don't hesitate. Dirt or potato, now seal your fate. What's in the box, what will appear? A mash of dirt or something unclear. Make your move, we're almost through. Dirt or potato, it's all on you. Will it be fries or a dirty pile? Guess it wrong and we'll laugh for a while. Test your luck, it's time to go. Dirt or potato, let the guessing flow.